Yahweh by Shubakakadash. Want to get double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and Rulewell. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Noise in his gospel broad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. We out here another weekend and week out to prophesy the end of Babylon the Great, aka America, which is the captivity of you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. We're here to declare the end of this society, as the prophets were always commissioned to come out and speak on a society that's getting ready to fall. So we're coming in the same stead as the ancient men of the Lord to speak on these things, man, because, you know, we're in a time and an age of rebellion. Okay, where the rebellion against the Most High is at an all-time high. Okay, from the agendas that's being pushed to the atrocities of our people being flat out rebellious to the Most High, not coming back to their true biblical identity as being the Israelites of the Bible. They choose to be here and be Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and all the bywords that the devil didn't put on them, man. It was one thing in particular that stood out, because we know that prophecy has been popping off like crazy. Like, you had a plane that fell out the sky yesterday and killed 62 people. Then also an article came out that you got mothers that's taking psychedelic mushrooms to function at work. I mean, an actual psychedelic. And if anybody know about psychedelic mushrooms, man, if you ever heard of people in the world popping shrooms, that shit could put you in the spirit world, man. We had one guy a couple years ago, which he's bugged out, that he was speaking on that the manna from heaven was psychedelic mushrooms, which that's bullshit. The Bible doesn't go into that. But basically, he was going into the account that when the Most High rained down manna from heaven, basically Jake was in the wilderness getting high. And that wasn't the case with that, man. Another thing as well is they found out that I think a bear walked into like a first grade classroom or something like that on the first day of school. Elementary school. Yeah, and I don't know, I don't really know what came of it, because when I clicked on the article, it disappeared. So I don't know if the bear attacked somebody or not. But we're living in scary times, man. All right, and it's not the time to fuck over Yahweh about Shem Yahweh Shai, because he's pissed off. They had a rally last week, and allegedly every week in Kansas City is on Gregory and Prospect. Everybody links up to have this big all-out party, but find out it got shot up. So we're in a time now of being locked in the spirit and doing what's required of us, man, because you don't want to get caught out here by these demons, man. All right.
This is the book of 1 Samuel chapter 16, verse 2. It says, and Samuel said, how can I go? If Saul hear it, he will kill me. And Yahweh said, take an heifer with thee, and say, I am come to sacrifice to Yahweh. And call Jesse to the sacrifice, and I will show thee what thou shalt do. And thou shalt anoint unto me him who I name unto thee. And Samuel did that which Yahweh spake, and came to Bethlehem, and the elders of the town trembled as his coming, and said, comest thou peaceably?
Yeah, because when a prophet was often seen, people already knew. When you see a prophet, that means that the Lord is getting ready to act. So ultimately, when prophets are on the scene, that's a warning declaration from the Lord to get right, or famine is going to come, pestilence. But in this case, Babylon is not going to get right, so therefore the destruction is going to come. So we're really a death omen to the majority of these people in America, man, because they're not going to repent. And on top of that, they can't repent unless they're on this sign. All right. I was watching this show before I came to camp, and everybody is familiar with Pop the Balloon, right? Total degeneracy. But it's a double-edged sword, because for one thing, it shows you how the women of our nation behave. Second of all, you notice on those shows, there's never no Edomite women on them. There's always black women on these shows, because black women have the highest divorce rates because they're undesirable.
The worst black
the worst black women entitled. But you don't ever catch the Moabite chick or the Japanese chick. You will never see a woman like, well, you may see her on there, but you don't really catch other nations on there like that, because they understand order. But at the same time, as the Lord said that he was going to pour his spirit on all flesh, he's showing you the mentality and the mindset of the people of America, man, in a total degenerified state. Because you would think that something as simple as having marriage is not simple, but the concept of it is just like it's straightforward. Yeah. You would think that having a situation like that would be beneficial to your walk, but it finds out it's a death trap, man.
Yeah.
Because they judge you on the clothes you wear, they judge you on how you look, they judge you on how you say hello, they judge you on the type of money you got. And that's all due to the poison of this kingdom, man. So the only way that the only resolution is destruction.
Right.
Death. Because that's not going to be corrected. These people ain't going to change their mind. These women ain't going to redact on their narcissism, man. You know?
That's right. It's a spiritual, man, because we just had that total solar eclipse that was just 4 months ago, man.
Yep.
And just 4 months later, we haven't even finished out through the year. Look at what's happening. They're basically talking that it's really looking like there's going to be a civil war, the Lord's will, this election.
Lord's will.
Lord's will, man. And maybe before. And they talking about World War III. We still waiting. Any moment now, Iran going to make their move on Israel and make that strike. I'm still waiting to see for that big strike. I'm like, damn it. Every single day, I'm like, damn, they ain't did the shit yet? What the fuck they waiting on?
Right.
You know? But the prophets, man, we told y'all about this shit that's coming. This is Jeremiah 28:8. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. So they also said there's another strain coming out pretty soon.
Yeah.
You know, they're talking about that. So you know what happened with the whole see you know what.
Yeah.
So imagine that happening again. Plus you got World War III, plus Civil War, and then you got all these natural disasters about to hit, man.
Yeah.
I want to see that movie Twister, man. That shit was like, that put the fear in you. How about you now, shine you, man? You get caught in a tornado like that.
Yeah. And you know what's so crazy about that movie? They'll show you how they was tempting the Lord in that movie because, like, why would you had the main Edomite character, which they had him to take a backseat to the woman. You know how they push that feminine shit. But basically, man, they show you how powerful you is because why would you got what they call storm watchers and storm chasers. Why would you go chase a tornado, man?
Hello, gentlemen.
What's up, man? Why would you go chase something that can throw you 1,000 feet that way?
Right.
Scripture say you're not supposed to tempt the Lord your power, man.
Yeah.
But that's what Esau does. He tempts the Lord, and this is why the Most High is breaking his kingdom down. He's tempted the Most High with putting his people in slavery, first and foremost. He's tempted the Most High with turning the women against the men. He's tempted the Most High by setting up this digital system, because this is what it's all about, setting up a digital infrastructure, man, to get everybody under this new world order. Because they went into that account in Genesis, I believe the 11th chapter or the 10th chapter, when they was building the Tower of Babel, which Babel means confusion. They was building a temple, well, not a temple, but they was trying to build a tower to get up into the heavens, man. And the Most High sent the angel down to confound the language because they was conspiring and to overthrow the Most High, man. And it's the same thing now. Even going back into the time of the Greco-Romans, you had Antiochus, which tried to set up a new world order under the Seleucid dynasty. You know, bringing all the Israelites under one particular banner, breaking them down to the Greek custom, having them to do away with the languages and with our ancient customs to come under Greco-Romanism, which is what we see here today. So it's history being played out again. You know.
Nothing new under the sun.
That's right.
Right.
Go ahead, bro.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 1. Hear ye this word which I take up against you, even a lamentation, O house of Israel. Because I believe that plane crash had happened down there in Brazil, Sao Paulo.
Yep.
You see? Because we're going into a time of judgment, man. And it always gets pronounced because Amos had to curse out the northern kingdom back in the day, man. This is you skip down to verse 3, it says, for thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the city that went out by 1,000 shall leave 100, and that which went forth by 100 shall leave 10 to the house of Israel. So that's what you call a purge, man. That's called a 90% population reduction.
Yeah.
Among the Lord's people.
Right.
You see? Because y'all are in the spirit of rebellion, you know? That's why the Lord gotta release the final destination spirit on you, man. You know? You thinking it's all good because you're not in America. Y'all think y'all can just worship these other gods. No, you belong to the Most High, man.
Can somebody pull that in Genesis? I think when the flood came, when it's Genesis 6, if I'm not mistaken. Just get up the time before the flood, because before the flood, that's when everybody was in our rebellion, man.
Yeah.
Like also, when you go into this whole Olympic shit, when you go in, those are modern day festivals of Dionysus or Dionysus, and also Saturnalia. You know, all these different festivals wrapped up in one, and yet they're pushing a particular agenda on children, men, women, boys, and girls, to the point that in this new administration that may take office under Kamala, and her sidekick or her running mate is basically stating that kids can get sex changes without their parents' permission, man. Like, how would you like if you go to school, your child go to school and they come back and all of a sudden you find out that they were transferred into something, man? That'll piss you off.
Right. It's already illegal for them to go by a different name.
Yeah.
If you call your son, you know, Justin, well, at school, they call him Justina, and they can legally keep that information from you, man.
Bro,
Wow.
I've seen a situation similar to that, man. I was, you know, last situation I was in, and you know, the baby girl, they call her something else at school. You know what I'm saying? But when she came to the crib, we just known her as a particular name.
Yeah,
Then the mother found out that they was calling that at the school, man, because you know they confused the child. But all that folly they pushing, man.
When you find out a different way.
Yeah.
They don't send no note home from
Oh, they ain't
school.
gonna
Right.
Yeah.
And they gonna charge you with
Shalom,
it.
brother.
You know? That's how you get this shit is upside down, man.
Yep. Oh,
I'm gonna read verse 4. Amos chapter 5, verse 4. But thus saith the Lord Yahweh unto the house of Israel, seek ye me, and ye shall live. You see, so the northern kingdom, they're seeking who? The Virgin Mary. You know, they're seeking Christ. All of these various different other gods they're seeking, man. Everything but the Lord. But y'all know better.
Right. You're seeking the Lord, they come with ways of living, man. See, you just can't say, I know the Most High, and not do what he says or the guidelines that he set up for you how to live your life.
well, hey, he said, why call me Lord, Lord, and thou dost not what I say? Because this is outward hypocrisy, man. Like I said, this place is outwardly rebellious against the Lord, and it's done intentionally. They didn't just wake up one morning and say, oh, we accidentally passed the legislation so boys can get their rods chopped off. That was done intentionally. Yeah. That was done to piss off the Lord. That's like somebody taking a hand and fucking it upside your head, man.
Right. And they started really when they made it illegal for you to not put your kid in public school. They got a law called truancy. So now you have to bring your kid to public school. Or you got to go through some kind of loophole of paperwork to homeschool them.
Bro, like, if your kid misses a certain amount of days of school, they'll send authority to your house. Yeah, they'll lock you up, man. Which shows you that that's fucking prison.
Right.
They did the research. They said if you look at the public schools are modeled out of jails.
Yeah.
If you really pay attention, you got a scheduled lunch break. Every class is a bell. You know, you can find to a classroom for 8 hours a goddamn day. You go in there, you single file line, and you got what they call, we call it gym, but they call it recess, but we used to call it gym, you know, or physical education. It's all structured like prison, and a lot of people that graduate from public schools, they end up in the prison system, man. Because the public schools don't tell you shit. They don't teach you the dynamics of life and how to survive, but they teach you how to be a slave. You know?
It's the same manufacturer, by the way, too. The same people that actually physically build penitentiaries. That's who they go and get to build these middle schools, high schools, public schools. You know?
Well, if you look at these schools, they built like penitentiaries, man.
Yeah, they are. I'm gonna read verse 6.
Yeah, go ahead,
It says, seek ye the Lord Yahweh, and ye shall live, lest he break out like fire in the house of Joseph, and devour it, and there can be none to quench it in Bethel. So there's going to come a period of time where the Lord is only going to accept rebellion to a certain degree, man. There's only so much rebellion the Lord is going to take before he ain't hearing it no more, man. And this is what Amos had to deal with. Jake coming in with sacrifices, knowing he's going to be rebellious, you know. But once the Lord cuts off the rope of mercy, all right, and he starts going into judgment, he's not going backwards, man. All right, when the day of the Lord comes, it says it gets worse and worse and worse, man. And if you weren't seeking the Lord early, you cut off in that thing.
Right. Come.
Got another preset. It's going into what the brother's talking about, how they turn these kids backwards, man. It's Isaiah 29:16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed of him that framed it, he had no understanding? So all this stuff they've done to flip things and make everything opposite. Turn these kids, you know, a boy want to be a little girl. A little girl want to be a boy. All that shit is going to be esteemed as a potter's clay. The Lord's going to come break all this shit, man, with a rod of iron. You know, this is why you devils need captivity. This is why you need to be out of power. This is why he's coming with such terror and horror and death is coming soon.
You have to, man, because hey, the Lord, hey, he's getting ready to mass murder a lot of these people, man, including a lot of you Israelites out there.
That's right.
A lot of you Israelites that keep playing games with the Heavenly Father's word, man. You're not teaching according to the proper doctrine. The Lord is going to start visiting you, man.
That's right.
Okay, you coming up to camps, harassing brothers. Look, we don't want to fucking debate you, right?
Yeah.
We already know we got the truth. What's the point? Because you ain't gonna leave the fucking discussion feeling any other type of way. You just trying to debate to get a goddamn following, man.
Right,
Which
right.
all them niggas that follow this truth for entertainment, the Most High is gonna put you to death, man.
That's right.
All right, period. Hey, bring that out, brother. Genesis. Somebody give me the book of Genesis 11. Start at the top. Go ahead.
God, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 6, starting at verse 1. And it came to pass, when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of the Most High saw the daughters of men that they were fair.
Yeah, the sons of the Most High, which those were basically another way of saying the Israelites before we were calling them Israelites.
Yeah.
The daughters of men represents the other nations, man. Okay, see, people go into that whole concept of Nephilim thinking it was talking about 100-foot giants walking
Yeah.
on the earth. Now, we
Yeah.
were taller, okay, but that was a common thing to be 9, 10 feet. Just like today, where, average height of a man is 6 feet. That's common to see that around. So we ain't looking at a person unless he's Shaquille O'Neal or like he's a giant. Giant goes into renowned men of stature, like Mike Tyson, Michael Jordan, Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence. These are all considered Nephilims, even us, or Napoleon in the earth, because they have high renown and status, man.
Right.
All right? It's
wasn't
levels
angels.
to it. Yeah. Well, angels, right. Well, we are angels, but it wasn't like,
Spiritual
see,
beings.
yeah, they teach that the angels, a third of the angels rebelled and came again. For one thing, man, nobody's rebelling against the Most High, man.
Right.
That's all Roman Catholicism bullshit. The Most High has, what make you think that this creator all-powerful would give somebody the power to rebel against him? Can he just overdo that? If that was the case, because he's all-powerful.
Right, that goes right in hand with the precept we just read.
Yeah.
You know, can the pot just slip here and say, "Yo, what can you do with me?"
Yeah, because they try to put a power limit on the Lord. You know how like the Saiyans, how they have that power scouter and they can detect your power level? They think that they can put a scout on them, or his power caps at 10 billion. The Most High is the Broly of this shit, man. He gonna keep elevating on you.
Yeah.
His power level, hey.
It's infinite. You don't stop.
Nah.
They power watching.
Go ahead, brother.
God, start at verse 1 again. And it came to pass, when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of the Most High saw the daughters of men that they were fair.
Yeah, they were bad, man.
Right.
You see these fine ass Edomite women walking around here, and these Moabite women, and these East Indian women, and these Latin Kingdom women. Hey, there's some fair women, man. Shit, they putting you Keisha's the same.
Bring it out.
All right, go ahead.
That the sons of the Most High saw the daughters of men that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose.
Yeah. So we always took women of other nations, man. He
Yeah.
said wives. All right. There wasn't a sin on taking another woman and dealing with her. It's the fact that you left the mindset of your power, or you left your particular custom. This is why Solomon was basically went off, because he started to worship the gods of those other nations. It wasn't because he had a Chinese bitch or a white bitch.
Yeah.
It's just a fucking woman at the end of the day, man.
Right.
They all got the same goddamn thing between their legs. They're just fucking women, man. All right? Go ahead.
Genesis chapter 6, verse 3. And the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years.
Yeah, so the Most High basically cut time down, man, because rebellion was high on the earth. So at that time, 120 years was average lifespan. But prior to that, when you go into like Genesis, the 4th chapter, 5th chapter, 8, these men lived, Methuselah lived, what, 968 or 86 years? He was the longest living man. Okay, and as descendants came and time came and wickedness transpired throughout the earth, men's time has been decreased on the earth, man. That's why today the average man's life is 70, which is roughly 70 years, man.
Right.
Now you may get lucky and the Lord may give you an extra 10 years, but men live 70 years, 75 years, then you out of here. You start to deteriorate in your 40s and 50s and 60s, and before you know it, when you in your 60s, you have a whole slew of health problems that you can't get rid of, man.
Right.
Because that's the curse, man.
Curse.
verse 3 again, and the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh. Yet his days shall be 120 years. There were giants in the earth in those days.
Now, is that the Blue Letter Bible?
Oh, no.
Okay, now when you go into that word giant, I believe it goes into Nephilim, men of stature. You finna look it up?
I got it.
Okay, come on, keep reading.
The word giants, Napoleon,
Napoleon.
and it means giants here, but when you look at the root word Nepal, it means to fall, to lie, to cast down,
Cast down.
to fail.
Fail. And you go into the etymology of that word, it goes into a renowned person, a person that's of a particular status. Man. Like today, the Napoleons of this earth outside of Jake would be the Rothschild. They're considered giants, man. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't somebody walking around as tall as that fucking building. All right, even Goliath wasn't that tall, but still, you get the point. Go ahead.
Genesis 6 and 4, there were giants in the earth in those days. And also after that, when the sons of the Most High came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, the same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown.
See, and that's interchangeable with giants, man. Men of renown. Because if you go to the previous verse when it says giant, then the sons of God, it really don't make sense for that to be a person that was of a statue. So they're comparing the giants to the sons of the Most High, which Yah-Sharala, which means he is a prince of God, man. Okay, you got Banyo Wa'alayim, okay, which sons in Hebrew is Ban or Bayim, okay, and then you got a God, which is Allah or Allah in the Hebrew, man.
Right. One thing you have to understand, the scriptures is written in a lot of parables and metaphors.
Yeah.
Metaphorical. Like you got the New York Giants. Are those motherfuckers, you know, are they walking around
Yeah.
13 feet tall?
No.
No, they just called giants because they're great. You know, this is symbolic of being great, man.
Yeah.
Because the theme of the first couple of verses of that chapter is what? The sons of God. That's why it says these were renowned men in the earth.
Genesis 6 and 5, and the Most High Yahweh saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually.
Only evil continually, man. So
Damn.
fast forward today, how much more today?
Right. Especially with the internet. The internet turned niggas into complete demons.
Right.
Hey, bro, hey, I said it today. He was like, man, dating has become so impossible because of the internet.
Yeah.
And basically, I respond to him like, well, look, bro, you got to think above that shit. Because for one thing, and Capo, he's so goddamn stupid. Capo was like, well, look, man, you can't be boyfriend material. You just got to get it and quit it. Basically, because see, when you try to appease to me, and I'm using a woman for example, when you try to fit the criteria of these people, you're going to sell yourself short because you're bigger than that, man.
Yes.
You got to have an attitude like, man, I'm above this shit. You can't let some fickle ass bitch that don't know a hole from an ass or an ass from a hole in the wall determine your worth, man. I don't give a damn how bad a woman is, bro. You got to know that you a son of the Most High, that you above this shit, and that these people are below you, man.
Right.
I look at it as a God watching over the creation. Shit, we're gods anyway. We created these motherfuckers, man, through the spirit of power. How about you outside? These
Whatever.
people ain't shit.
Whatever one woman can do is never enough, brother.
Hell no, man. And what one bitch ain't gonna do, he's nice. I call them bitches. But one bitch ain't gonna do, another will do. And if your woman don't want to get with it, then fuck her.
Right.
And honestly, man, the internet was just a revealing agent. Really, these people, these women, they've always been this evil and rebellious. Because the scriptures say during the time of Abraham, they were worse than they were before the flood. When Abraham was walking the earth. But so the Lord had to do what? He had to scatter them at the Tower of Babel. You know, he had to make them speak all different languages. All right, he had to put them through captivities and hardships. Because in your flesh, these people are wicked, man. Right. So the internet, all the internet did was give them the opportunity to be as wicked as they was. See, they were always wicked. The internet didn't cause them to do it. The internet just gave them the tools and the ability to do it. They always had an adulterous spirit on them.
Right.
But now they can see, you know, a sheik over there in Saudi Arabia, you know, they looking at his pocket. Now they want to do something strange for that money. Man.
Right.
You
Can
know,
you read that one more time? When it say only evil continue.
Genesis 6 and 5, and the Most High Yahweh saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually.
See, And the scriptures say, give me any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. So you already know the women back then was off the chain. And we ain't about to turn this to a whole women bashing camp, but if the spirit allow it, it will.
I don't know, man.
But the point is, man, brothers, hey, if you lose a bitch, man, don't lose sleep over that shit. Cause you losing sleep over missile food, man.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, you wouldn't lose sleep over a fucking half-eaten sandwich that you threw away. Why the fuck would you lose sleep over some used ass bitch that don't want to deal with you, man? You see, brother, you gotta have a higher view of yourself. That's what the brother was saying. We the Israelites, man.
Yeah.
We the sons of the Most High. We the kings of the earth, man.
Right.
All that shit. Like initially, you gonna be hurt. Oh, I done lost the light skinned bitch. And eventually, the spirit's supposed to kick in and say, you know what? I'm about to get 50 more in the kingdom. That's what really matters. Cause fuck all these American bitches.
Yeah, cause these hoes, bro, cause they're trash, bro. And we might get on it. Hey, bro, I ain't curse out the nigga woman all
Yeah,
week.
hey, we might have
Hey, we might. Yeah, I ain't curse out the black woman all week, man.
You know what? And it's on purpose. You don't have to tell the nigga woman to go off, man. She's gonna willingly side with
She
your
gonna
enemy,
do it
man.
automatically.
Automatically, man. She had no problem emasculating you, embarrassing you in front of your own boss. All right, softening her voice up. And she sound like DMX when she talking to you though.
Yeah. That's just fucking respect.
My dog there.
Bro, that's the spirit. 'Cause I was watching that Pop the Balloon, and this one bitch, they expose themselves all the time. Cause there was this one chick that didn't pop a balloon for this Jake. He was like from Africa somewhere. I forgot what tribe. But basically, long story short, this bitch is a model, right? And this is why they say the internet is the worst goddamn thing.
Yeah.
A bitch could be a 3 on a scale of 100.
Yeah.
5 likes, her ego gonna shoot to the roof.
Yeah.
So peep this, right? She's a low down, and the crazy part, they judge their value based on likes, makeup, and eyelashes, bro. Totally shallow. So basically, this bitch like, well, how much money you make? She asking this nigga this on live TV, and then she popped the balloon because he didn't reveal the salary to her.
Right.
Because she was like, well, you seem a little sassy, this and this and that. But I'm like, wait a minute, you get your worth off Instagram likes. But you see the fucking hypocrisy, man. That sister code shit.
Right.
They wrong as 3 left shoes, but because they are in agreement with one bitch out of feminism, they ain't gonna check the other hoe. But when you come and you check that shit, now you the problem. It's a double standard among these people.
Right.
That's why you people gotta fucking die,
I
man.
had a chick tell me that she feeds off the attention on the internet. And when she said that, my interest went like
All
that.
the way down.
For the streets.
You can't do nothing. You can't compete with the internet, man.
Nah.
You know?
Hell nah.
Remember you said in your lesson, some chick told you all she care about is her happiness.
Yeah. All I just want to be happy. All right. Automatically shut down. All right. You get followed in a certain category. All right. You start acting crazy. You ain't gonna ever hear from me again.
Downgrade.
I don't give a fuck, man. These people are not important. If you're gonna be a problem, then be somebody else's problem. That same woman that was scrutinized this man over his salary, she got 2 baby daddies on food stamps more than likely. But she wants you to make 6 figures. You see?
Yeah.
You already pregnant by a low life nigga, man.
Yeah, because ain't nobody putting these hoes in place. That's the problem. You got too many simps out there.
Right.
You simps gotta go, man.
Yeah.
You simps, you gotta fucking go.
All right.
You enable this wickedness, man. But Slocky, you got it, brother. Go ahead.
This is the book of Genesis 6:6. And it repented the Lord. And it repented the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai that he had made man on the earth.
Yeah.
And it grieved him at his heart.
Most High was like, I hate these niggas, man.
You know how much wickedness was going on? The Lord regretted all the creation was going on. Everybody was going on. He was like, damn.
And when you think about it, they putting it more in a layman's third dimensional term because the Lord already knew what was going to happen. So when you read that, you got to look at it from a fleshly perspective. It wasn't that the Lord felt like he made a mistake, but through the process of the story, they have to give the Lord, some type of human characteristic because he represents a man, But he's a God, he's a power. In his mind, he already knew it was going to be written, but it's a beautiful story. It's just like when Stephen King writes a novel, he already know the end game of it, but he puts feelings and emotions in his story because he's the author of it. He wanted to give it some dramaticism to it, dramatize it, man. But the Lord don't give a pan. Lord, with a thought, all this can disintegrate, man.
Yep.
Hey, the Lord finna rain 200-something million missiles on his fucking plate. You know how many people finna die, man?
right.
Bro, when Jacob's trouble hit the streets of America, it's gonna be like, what the fuck? It's gonna like be like turning on a switch, man.
Right.
These people are getting ready to get jacked up, man, and we gotta have the spirit to be ready for it.
It's long overdue, man. Because think of how many decades this place has gone where nothing has happened here, man. You can't count 9/11 because that was done on the inside.
Yeah.
So that don't count. So since when has war even touched this place? Since when has something dramatic happened as a country hit this place? It's long overdue, man.
Right.
Any day now they're gonna make a move, man.
Yeah.
As soon as this shit happened over there in Iran and Israel, the U.S. get involved, it's a wrap, man.
Already.
Because they put that video out. Iran put that video out of its artillery. They got fucking stealth drones and shit. You think they can't come over here and touch this place?
Well,
All hell about to break loose.
They already
man.
got Russian warships off the harbors of Cuba, Alaska, fucking in the Pacific. They already surrounding America, man. They got what you call it, not the Trident missile, but the underground. What do they call them?
Submarines.
Yeah, but they call it a particular missile that travels underwater. I forgot the name of it.
Oh, yeah, those are the Trident.
Trident, okay.
Submarines.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I've seen those, man. They go like a torpedo, and they can just shoot up out of the water, like a few feet above the water, and another rocket will kick on, and it'll just take off, man, out of the water, man.
But bro, but they said when it's released, they said it goes so fast they couldn't even stop it if they wanted to.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like it hits you, bam. They can hit this missile can hit this land in 20 minutes, man.
Right.
Hey, sometimes they detonate on the water and cause a tsunami purposely.
Yeah.
They got those too.
Yep.
So they make it look like it's a natural disaster, but they don't know they fucking detonated a nuke underneath the ocean that caused a big ass wave that just wipe everybody out, man.
Go ahead, brother. Let's go on that.
This is the book of Genesis 6 and verse 7. And the Lord Yahweh Bashar said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, and the creeping thing, and the fowls of the air, for repentance be that I have made them. But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord Yahweh Bashar. These are the generations of Noah.
Yep. He said he found grace in the mercy of Yahweh Bashar Shai, because Noah is the only one righteous. So when he goes into the Lord Noah building the ark, hey, the Lord said, look, put 2 of every living creature in here, and when you build the ark, get inside, I'm gonna seal it. These people was out scoffing, they was talking shit, you know what I'm saying, trying to fight, all types of stuff, man. Just like we got going on today. We're here building the 3rd temple through the Spirit because the temple is us, man. We're here building the temple, and yet you got men of our own gensis that's coming and try to fight us, man. That goes back into that count in Esdras. I think when we were building, when Zerubbabel was given a blueprint to build the temple, they said, well, look, we had to have swords in our hand while building because heathens was coming up against us. And 2/3 of Jake represents heathens right now, man. You got Israelites that rather sell online creative content in that podcast spirit before they actually prophesy the end of America, man.
Right.
And the reason why they do that is because they don't want this place to fall.
Hell no.
That look, what's this guy's name? Hassad and the other nigga?
Hakkad.
Deacon. They don't want this place to fall, man. Them niggas are fascinated with the likes and the emojis and all that other shit. But none of they men that follow them on that tip can come out here and push the word, man.
Right. They lack spirituality. The
Completely.
spirit's supposed to be a comfort to you.
Yeah.
And you know that this place drowns your spirit.
Yeah.
Scripture say we look for new heavens and new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness.
Righteousness.
Right. And y'all are still mingled with the old earth, man. That's what being in with this podcast period is about. You still mingled in with the world. You know, that's why you follow the leader that's still claiming various gangs and whatnot. Because y'all really haven't fully put that off, man. You know, you got the truth, but it's just like a nigga that take a shower and put the same underwear back on, man. Like, why would you do that, man? You got breakdowns, you had the apostles broke things down for you, man. All for you niggas that put on fitted hats and rub elbows with celebrities, man. What's wrong with y'all, man?
Thinking
Hey,
Buddha.
y'all stay the fuck away from us with that bullshit, man.
Yeah, stay
We
the
don't
fuck
want to
away.
debate you.
Yeah.
All right, you're not in the right spirit, and ultimately you're going to be a virgin full of spots, man. Which means you're not a virgin when the Lord gets back.
God.
This is the book.
You got more?
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 6 and verse 9. These are the generations of Noah. Noah was a just man and perfect in his generations, and Noah walked with the Most High. And Noah begot 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. The earth also was corrupt before the Most High, and the earth was filled with violence.
With violence, man. Rebellion. You go into that word Merithium, it goes into like an open rebellion, confusion, man. Even Jeremiah prophesied about this place being a melting pot full of wickedness. When you bring different cultures and diverse cultures and you lump them up into one culture, you're gonna get a dish of madness, man. That's like you mixing pork, shrimp, catfish, squid, nigger woman, all into one dish. That's gonna break you down. That's gonna kill you, man.
Lethal dose. And
Verse
Noah,
12.
Noah, he represented the elect at that time, man. Most High always showed you that there's going to be a remnant saved from the destruction.
Yeah.
That's why he had Noah and his family saved. That's why Lot and his family was saved. See, ultimately up until this big destruction, the 144,000 men and the 1/3, they're going to be saved. Most High always dropped them breadcrumbs, man.
That's right. That's right, man. That's right. You women, you got to get in order, man. Because that's how you're going to be saved. Notice the scriptures, they don't even tell you Noah's wife's name, man. You see? Because it's about the men. That's how you're going to get delivered. All right? So you women got to get in fucking order, man.
That's right.
Go ahead, brother.
Genesis 6 and 12.
Like I said, you got to do something.
That's what you go ahead. Yeah.
And the Most High looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted his way upon earth. And the Most High said unto Noah, the end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them, and behold, I will destroy them with the earth.
Right, man. Because it says that the Lord said it was corrupted all flesh. When you look around, you see how many people are corrupted, man. Anytime you got a man that can sit up there in a fucking school, man, and do a story time with his nuts hanging out, and dressed like a woman, it's totally corrupted, man.
Yeah, TG story time.
And the teachers ain't doing nothing about it. You say something about it, oh, you can get in trouble, you get hemmed up, hit with hate speech and shit, man. You know, this whole world is corrupted, man. You got little kids that be in elementary school, little boys dressing like little girls, over touching on each other and shit. This place gotta go, man.
Yep. That's right, bro.
Genesis 6 and 14. Make thee an ark of gopher wood, room shalt thou make in the ark.
Man, we making
and
the
shalt
ark
pitch
right now, man. We building right now, man. This is a big ass fucking boat. This is bigger than any damn cruise ship you can imagine. They see us at these highways and hedges, man. We're in all these corners, man. Even our brothers at Great Mills, just collectively as Israelites as a whole, they're everywhere, man. Everybody knows about this message at this point. The boat's being built. So it's up to y'all idiots, man, if you're gonna get on or not. Or you're gonna get your ass left and get drowned, man.
That's right, man.
Yeah, bro.
Make thee an ark of gopher wood, room shalt thou make in the ark, and shalt pitch it within and without with pitch.
And the Lord is looking for specific items to build this ark with, man. So he's looking for specific brothers to come out here and teach his word. If you're not right within the spirit and you're not sent, hey, the Lord ain't dealing with you. You know? Because he's very detailed on what he needed.
Ricard,
Gopher
move
wood
that
was
cooler
the
over a
best
little
wood
bit
to
more.
use
Get out
in
the way.
that type of construction to withstand all those elements. You know, so that's why the Lord is sifting right now. You know, he's sifting these camps.
Yeah.
Because if you're not on that list of items that's needed for that ark, you're out of there. Okay?
Hey, what did John the Baptist say? Bring forth food, meat for what? Repentance, man. See, a lot of guys, this is why the scriptures say that many are called, but few are chosen, man. We're trying to be chosen out here. This is why the scriptures say, give diligence to make thy calling and election sure. The Lord didn't say, learn the truth and then cast it away and put your own shit into it. No, the Lord said, go out there and teach the word, man. Hey, KISS, keep it simple, stupid. You Jakes like to overcomplicate things, man.
Right.
This is why you don't get nowhere. All these groups are getting ready to break up, man. The Most High is going to start laying a hammer down on these dudes, man.
That's right, man.
Because they insincerity.
Especially when that civil war hit, all camps will be dead at that point. All them wicked camps, all them wicked churches, they through. And that's it. Because Alex Jones came out with it, man. He said, I don't think, I know. He said, I know they're going to be out here shooting up these churches.
I know they're going to be shooting. He sound like he swallowed a damn brick or some shit, man.
Right. He said, he's not the only one saying it. And he brought out the information that they intend on causing, certain race riots And when they come in, they talking about shooting up them churches. That's not just talking about the Christian churches. They're gonna come after you Israelite camps that's out there, man.
Yeah.
While you out there fucking celebrating the Passover incorrectly, bottle girls and shit, giving women away in marriage and all this other stuff, kicking it. Hey, you're gonna hear boom, and you're gonna have some KKK gonna come in there like a flood and air all your niggas out, man. What's that?
And they gonna get carnal because they like the fruits of the spirit. They gonna get carnal. This is why they push sticks, guns.
Right.
They gonna get carnal. First thing they gonna think, oh, well, I gotta shoot it out. Now, let's say this. Naturally, when somebody comes to attack you, you're gonna physically defend yourself, naturally. But they first thought when all hell break loose is, they ain't gonna depend on the Lord. They wanna take the credit for themselves, man.
Right.
Y'all ain't got enough power to box with this devil, man.
They gonna reach for the stick.
Yeah.
That's right, man. And that's just Sakari camp got that. But IUIC, they ain't caring, like they out there marching. They're gonna have another big mass marching rally and watch a damn bulldozer just come over there and just mow all them down.
Right.
And you're gonna have their hand out, they're gonna say white power
Yep.
and run y'all niggas over, man.
Hey, I remember we brought it down there a lesson how the ammo and gun sales is already rising.
Yeah, already up.
Because Esau, he run into his blessing.
Yeah.
They say ammo and guns is the most sales have been in the last 4 years, man.
Yeah.
Why would you run to the same thing that this nigga is skilled at, man?
Yeah.
You can't fight fire with fire. You got to get that water, man.
Right.
Spiritual water.
Esau the plug on ammo, man.
Bro,
You gotta
Right.
go to him.
He
You gotta
is
go
the plug.
you gonna fight the plug with his own product, man.
They said that every election ammo sales go up, but within the last 4 years, it has been like crazy throughout the roof. Bro, they still got shortages on ammo right now, man. Yeah, like motherfuckers buying shit up, bro. Like they out there strapped up, man. You know, so we gotta be strapped up in these scriptures. We gotta be really locked in the spirit, man.
Right.
You know, because like I said, bro, like it's gonna get real bloody out here. All these people out you see, they gonna die, man.
That's right.
You see that couple right there? Hey, they gonna be, he gonna leave that bitch. He ain't gonna defend her.
A lot of these white women out here walking these dogs and shit. She's gonna be at home watching Love Is Blind. The power gonna go out. She's gonna be looking around. What's going on?
Yeah, and the Chihuahua ain't gonna protect you.
Hell no.
Cause yeah, you good,
Those are
man.
gonna be a lot of those women that gonna come up to us showing Isaiah 4:1. These high-powered women that have no idea what's going on. They just watching reality TV, drinking wine every night, just maxing out credit cards. You know, you don't have no clue, man. The Lord's gonna judge. Every one of these people gonna get judged, man.
Right.
Genesis 6 and 15, and this is the fashion which thou shalt make of it. The length of the ark shall be 300 cubits, the breadth of it 50 cubits, and the height of it 30 cubits.
Now Esau tried to reenact that whole thing. I saw something like on YouTube that they actually made a replica of the ark, and it was pretty big. But reality of it is, it was way bigger than what Esau could replicate because things were bigger then. You know what I'm saying? Like the ark was bigger than the Titanic. All right, put it to you that way. Esau created a replica of it, and it was probably like the size of the Titanic, a little bit more. But no, man, men were on average 10, 11, 12 feet back then. Animals were a lot bigger too. Like a bull or a sheep today ain't what it was 5,000 years ago.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A fucking bull probably was big as that damn SUV right there, man.
Yeah, 'cause
That's
the
for a
Brinks-
baby.
The
Yeah.
Brinks needed 2 men to carry him.
Yeah. Like, think about it, man. Like, hey, Mario Brothers had it right. The whole time we think of Mario and them as small. No, they was living in a utopian world that things were big in their natural habitat. You would think that these were some little midgets. No, they was average height. It just, the average tree was probably taller than the skyscraper. So just imagine the fruit that came off the tree.
Oh man.
Yeah, man, I'm talking about you get oranges, which oranges ain't even really natural. That's hybrid shit. But if you go into the account of an original orange, an orange in its pure growth form is probably big as 2 tires put together, man. And we're just speculating through the spirit. But things were bigger back then, man.
Genesis 6 and 16, a window shalt thou make to the ark, and in a cubit shalt thou finish it above. And the door of the ark shalt thou set in the side thereof, with lower, second, and third stories shalt thou make it. And behold, I, even I, do bring a flood of waters upon the earth, to destroy all flesh, wherein is the breath of life.
Right, because they never heard of rain at that time. But see, if you understand how the earth was water, you had what they call a dew. It waters from heaven. But see, what they don't tell you is the fact that when the Most High opened up the firmament and the rain came down, he split the the Daishas above too, man. So as a flood was coming, it was rising from above
Coming from
and
beneath.
both under and up top. That's why I was able to flood the earth so quick, man. Because they did it. They did a study. They said when they dug so far underground, instead of them finding like fire in the earth's core, which you do have lava pits down there, but they found water.
Water.
Because the scriptures say the Lord separated the waters from the water. So before the land was even created, you had this whole concept of the Shemayim, man. That creation story cold, bro. Wait till we get it in the kingdom, huh? We gonna watch that, man. Like, whoa.
Because conventional rain, it has to be a dark first.
Yeah.
You get kind of a warning. You start seeing clouds coming over, then the rain falls. But these people, they ain't have no warning, man. It's all good one day, the next day it's over with.
What's this?
Well, Noah was the warning, but they didn't get the natural, you know, like you know how like they got
Lightning,
rain and
yeah.
They didn't have the forecast of the week.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't this genetically modified shit Esau create. Like when you look at the forecast 2 weeks from now and they show you clouds, that's based on the shit that's spraying in the air.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't, nah.
Oh, the first weatherman.
Yeah. He accurately predicted the forecast. He said a flood was coming and that shit happened. You know?
Right.
And behold, even I, do bring a flood of waters upon the earth, to destroy all flesh wherein is the breath of life from under heaven, and everything that is in the earth shall die. But with thee will I establish my covenant, and thou shalt come into the ark, thou and thy sons and thy wife, and thy sons' wives with thee.
Hey, now question. Which one of you brothers ever been to the ocean?
Yeah, I've been
Yeah.
Been there.
All right. Now, water is, think about this, right? He said all flesh should die. You know how terrifying water is?
It's scary, man, because if you go in the ocean, it can actually suck you under.
Take you away.
There's a certain warning that does that when the water receives a specific way, but they tell you don't go in at a certain time. It'll literally pull you under the fucking ocean, off the
Yeah.
beach.
Yeah, you got what they call, guys, you have what they call,
That currents.
currents down. You got undercurrents. Like, this is the whole concept of the Bermuda Triangle. They believe that chariots are, they believe the Bermuda Triangle is like a portal. It's like a different dimension and shit because a lot of ships come up missing. And then also, if you look back like on the ancient maps, probably like around the time of Columbus, during the time of the Bermuda Triangle, they show pictures of Leviathan, man. Possibly because the scriptures say Leviathan likes to play with ships. So they believe that if it ain't the angels or the chariots, they believe that Leviathan or some type of sea serpent is taking those ships and taking people away, man. Makes sense because when you look at that ancient map around Bermuda, they show like this Loch Ness monster-looking creature within the vicinity of the Bermuda, man. So, but think about it, how afraid and frightened water is. Like, hey, you was in Chicago, the lake, bro, the Lake Michigan itself, that's like a baby ocean.
Right.
It's so vast, bro. It's like an abyss. And go out there with no lights on, you can't see nothing, man.
Man, something constantly moving you around,
Yeah.
but you can't see shit.
You can't see shit.
That's how
Hearing
it was.
noises.
My dad had a boat coming up. We drove one time pitch black at night. You can't see nothing, man.
Not a damn thing, and this is why they say you shouldn't sell on a new moon. Because you clearly can't see anything. You can't see no tides, no current, no nothing.
Right.
So a lot of times on a new moon, if you taking a cruise or of a ship or you taking a voyage, they dock on a new moon. They kind of stay stationary because you can't see ice warnings out there. You know?
Back in the day, Esau would build these things called lighthouses.
Yeah.
And that would basically help get the ship navigated to shore because, hey, there's a lot of these shores, they're very rocky, man. You
Yeah.
can't see. If you don't know where to go, you're going to wreck your whole shit, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this, what we reading in Genesis, this is described as the first day.
Yeah, that's right.
The first day. This is when the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, executed, hey, we can assume millions of people, man.
Yeah.
And now here in the second death, hey, the same spirit is back. This is the same power that had no problem with drowning millions of people, man. What do you think he's gonna do with these missiles? The nuke's gonna get babies on fire, little toddlers, 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds on fire, old people, they gonna be on fire, dogs, cats, you know what I'm saying? All that's gonna be flamed up. And the only way you can escape this fire is, hey, believing on Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, being an Israelite man and praying for that salvation.
And I speculate through the animals. I speculate even when the Most High take them, it's gonna be merciful. I feel like the Most High gonna take their spirit before
get 'em out the
before all. Because I mean, animals don't have sin, man. They're bugged out because the people. You know what I'm saying? So a cat be rolling around on fire. I believe the Lord is gonna take the spirit of the animals and just kind of just navigate it that way. That way they don't even really feel it. Because I mean, you got a dog here. You don't just what do you do to get burnt up, man? Just being in a wicked society, man.
Hey, but that feeling in itself is torture.
Yeah.
Drowning, you feel like your lungs is on fire.
Yeah. Bro.
You can't breathe. You keep going down. You trying to swim up. It ain't happening.
Scary.
And you gone.
Yeah. You also,
Imagine that fire. Oh, go
yeah.
ahead.
You also get a feeling of hopelessness and
Yeah, it's
despair.
over.
You get
Like your
scared.
spirit gets drowned too, because it's like you can't fight, you can't move, you can't breathe. But when you can't breathe, it's like you can't do shit, man.
Hey, trust me, I know that feeling. I almost drowned as a kid, man. I had to get pulled out the damn pool, bro.
That shit ain't cool.
Like, I
That
was
shit is
reaching
not
up.
cool, bro.
I was little, man. I didn't know how to swim. I didn't know what I was doing. I was all the way at the bottom, man.
That's hey, I mean, we was at a family reunion, man, and everybody was in the pool. They kept warning me. I was probably like 5 years old. I was a little dude, man. I could swim in fucking 2 feet, 2 feet of water. They like, look, whatever you do, don't get. Yeah, they like, do not get in the pool. Do not go in the deep end. My dumb ass thinking I could swim. I almost drowned at 3 feet. I mean, I'm going underwater and shit. I see my uncle. He luckily grabbed my hand and pulled me out of the water, man.
Yep.
See, if it weren't for my uncle, me and my sister be dead, because my sister choked on a whole quarter when she was 2. He was there to give it a hammer. She threw it up, and my ass almost drowned, man.
Hey, imagine that fire though.
Yeah.
Because scriptures say the elements shall melt with
Fervent heat.
So the nukes is so hot that the oxygen around you becomes flammable, man. So that means the air that you breathe in becomes heat, it becomes fire, man.
Well-
So motherfuckers, they see the nukes and that fire come, they breathing in fire, bro. It's on the inside and it's on your outside, man. That's torture.
Well, think about it. That's why, hey, when you go back into Lot's wife, she got dehydration, bro, when she looked back. Because the atmosphere was hot. Because, hey, when you go up into the atmosphere, it's hot as hell up there. So you taking the heat of the atmosphere, and that's one thing about a missile, bro. The missile condenses all that heat and moisture, and it condenses it into, like, fuel and fire, man.
Yeah.
So just
Yeah.
off the air alone,
Yeah.
you can choke on the heat of that shit. It didn't
Yeah.
dehydrate you. Like, even they say if you die, most people, when they die from house fires, they don't even die from being burnt up. They die from the smoke inhalation and being dehydrated,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
That's, the fire don't even touch them before they die. That's
Yeah.
why in seconds you gotta,
And you would think that would be a quick death, but the
Hell
Most High, He
no.
controls spirits, man. If the Most High if He wants your spirit to stay in that body and feel that pain, you gonna feel that.
Like that dude in that car that got burned alive.
Yeah.
That's a scary judgment. And like when the brothers got out, there's a way he could have opened the door, but he didn't read the manual, man.
Dumbass, yeah.
So that was his judgment. Because if he would have read the manual, he would have known what button to push to open up the damn door.
It's a safety, it's a mechanism down there. Like, like in average cars, you have like a fuse box. Like on my car, it's like by the driver's side at the bottom, it's like a panel there, and it's like an actual door handle, and you can open it up and push out.
Right. Quick precept.
Go ahead, bro.
This is Revelation 20:12. It says, "And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before Yahweh, and the books were open, and another book was open, which is the book of life, and the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books, according to their works. And the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them, and they were judged every man according to their works. And the death and hell were cast into the lake of fire." This is the second death the brother was going into. Man. The second death is a great fire. And both water and fire are both cleansing agents. You're cleansed by water, but you can also be cleansed by fire, because anytime you have like a forest fire, if you pay attention to what happens, immediately, almost that night, you start having greens start to sprout up out of the flames. It burns away all the impurities, man. So all these people got to be burned away. This much filth, we need fire, man.
Yeah.
Water really can't get rid of all this shit. It's got to be completely melted and evaporated. So we need those missiles, man. That was the spirit the Lord put on the smith that make it, that have the coals, as scriptures say, that make that weapon for mass destruction. Because once it cleanses everything and melts all this shit away, we ain't got to look at it no more, man. It's all gonna be burned up.
The Lord wants this to happen, man, because the Lord almost did, like in Sodom and Gomorrah, he gave you a preview.
Right.
He gave you a foreshadowing. It's almost like he promoted it like a movie, have a trailer. You got the little small, coming soon. Yeah, coming soon. That's what he did with Sodom and Gomorrah, man. Because he like, listen, y'all don't understand how bad I want these people to burn up. That was almost, what, 4,000 years
He
ago?
dropped that teaser.
Right.
Drop that teaser trailer on you, man.
Y'all remember back in the 90s when they was giving, you know how you had the Edomite guy commentating the drink,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
coming soon.
Yeah.
In a word.
Yeah. And he gave you the whole detail,
around, get the
man.
whole
He showed
movie.
you how wicked the people was. He showed you there was only a few righteous people in that world. He showed you had a rebellious wife. He gave you the whole thing, man.
Right.
And that's basically gonna happen again on such a large, massive scale again, man.
That's right.
What?
And those same acts of sin is happening right here in America, man.
That's right.
And he showed you the same thing in Pompeii. Pompeii was another wicked ass fucking
yeah.
city, man.
Yeah.
And they were doing the same thing in Sodom and Gomorrah. They was popping animals and shit. They said they had animals up in cages and momos up in cages. You know, they was selling people who passed around that they pop them, you know, lay down with them. So it's Lord always judges these Sodom type cities with fire.
That's right.
He always does it. So what do you think is coming to America?
Uh-oh.
Man.
Well, I got a definition for the word fervent. It goes into the Greek word kalsou, which means to burn up, to set fire, to suffer with feverish burning. Be parched with fever. Ooh, man.
So fever means something's overheated.
Yep. So, yep, it says feverish burning, fervent, yep. So feverish burning. So this particular context of scripture is going into when those missiles hit this place, man. This is why we got the America's gonna be. Hey, Bubba, should I get that song? See, people sleep on this, and you know, as long as we had this sign, it says USSR, the former Soviet Union, and this sign has been out since we've got on YouTube over 15 years ago. So, and look, it's prophetic and it's declaring what we're watching now. These same nations that we prophesied through the Spirit, through the scriptures, is getting ready to shoot missiles on America. Because, hey, Netanyahu, he's not going to stop, because basically if he ceased the war and declare peace, he's going to jail. They're going to lock his ass up because he's guilty of war crimes, man, and genocide. This dude said he need to do an ethnic cleansing to a land that ain't even his. And then he fucked around and he called the people that he's at war with, he called them Amalekites. See, the devil tried to take his title and put it on you. You know? But this place is getting ready to be destroyed. World War III is getting ready to happen. And hey, you heard it from the prophets first.
Right.
Okay? Iran, Russia, China, North Korea, Libya, all these nations are going to come together and they're going to shoot missiles on this place. America's allies are going to detach from them and they're going to shoot missiles on this place. Because believe it or not, Turkey has a bittersweet relationship with America, man.
Yeah.
They don't fuck with America because all them coups they set up, and on top of that, they know that America was responsible for setting up ISIS. They knew that they was responsible for setting up proxy wars and using other splinter cell groups to create destabilization in the Middle East, man. And Turkey ain't dealing with that shit, man, because that's affecting their economy. So now they like, fuck you, man. Without NATO, we ain't even partners.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Verse 9.
I got the 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 10.
Start at 9.
Oh, verse 9. And it reads, the Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but is long-suffering to usward, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat, and the earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up.
See, because it's going to come as a thief in the night because you're not paying attention to the signs of the collapse, man.
Right.
But in verse 9 say the Lord is not slack concerning his promises. His promises is that he's going to deliver his people. He say with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm will he save his people, man. From what though? Because you talk to these old Christian, Sister Mabels, I'm saved by the blood of Jesus. From what? You got to have something to be saved from. Well, we going into it.
Yeah, and they talk that bullshit about being saved. How the hell you gonna be saved when you still living your life in sin?
They say it proud too.
Yeah, I know I'm saved.
I know I'm saved.
But yeah, you just had a whole Baconator with ketchup on that shit.
Right. Right.
Hell nah, man. You people don't have the understanding of the scriptures. This is why when it comes to talking to Jake about scriptures, scriptures, man. You just can't. I don't even deal with Jake no more with that. People try to talk, I don't even deal with them because they ain't gonna get it, man. Because they've been mentally poisoned by that Christian philosophy. What do you save from, man? But then in the same sentence, the scriptures say, he that endured to the end, the same should be saved, man. So break that down.
Right.
Because ultimately, when the apostles was mentioning that they were saved, it's going into predestination, man.
Right.
Because ultimately, all Israel will be saved in the Lord, but it's a process of time. It goes through a dispensation of time, man. You got to make it to the end.
Right. It's only the amount of slots available.
That's right.
Well, go ahead, Op.
Read verse 9 again.
Come. Salak, I got one back to the tennis.
Nah, you good.
This is 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 9. And it reads, the Lord is not slack concerning his promise, and some men count slackness, but is long-suffering to usward, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance.
Keep going.
Verse 10, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up.
The earth also and the works that are therein, man. That means greed, being self-centered, that's gonna get burned up. Obviously, being a alphabet community person, being a sugar boy, girl, it, thing, they, them, that's gonna get burnt up, man. Hey, bestiality.
Yeah.
Y'all saw that article about that dude raping 40 dogs?
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
gonna
right.
get burnt up, man.
Yeah, these are your congressmen, your senators, all these men that you vote, all the people that you going down and putting there, a bunch of fucking pedophiles, man.
Wow.
This what's this guy's name that running with Kamala? I forgot his name. White.
Tim Walz,
Tim
yeah.
Walz, yeah, that fucking degenerate, man. And then you got Keisha out here, and this how stupid niggas are. They vote for her off the technicality because she's a fucking woman. And that dude brought it out. He said when you go and vote, you have several people you can vote for. You vote for judges, attorney generals, and niggas is just clicking on people they don't even know.
Yeah,
We gonna vote this attorney general. We gonna vote this and that. But the same guy give your black ass 300 years in jail, man.
Right. That's why the scriptures say Adam was not deceived, but the woman was deceived. She gonna go out there and just vote for anybody who offer her something.
And all of that bitch fucking, she know him, Jake, she done locked up. And Kamala's responsible for probably thousands of niggas going to jail, man. And she was ruthless with it, man. She didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, and bro, and she said we gonna bring freedom back. What freedom about getting sex changes, freedom for women to be whores. They want to bring back abortions, so basically give these women a license to be sluts, man.
Oh no.
Like, dude, like that shit is taxpayers' money. You know, we paying for that shit.
Right,
When
right.
you get the 187 and they gotta grind the baby up, you paying for that, man.
Damn. Damn.
We paying for that. They not paying for that shit, man.
Damn.
All the debt that America accumulate, they push it on the people.
Right.
That's why taxes go up. Why you think inflation is fucking 20%?
Right. Because them tax returns this year, they was not hitting like they used to be.
Bro, you owe taxes. You
That
owe
shit
taxes
hurt,
for filing a tax
Yeah,
return,
you
bro.
owe.
I filed taxes and I owe.
Yeah, yeah. Usually you would get about $2,000. Them niggas said, I owe.
Yeah,
I'm like, nigga, when?
yeah.
I wouldn't get this shit to begin with.
Right. 'Cause all you can file is zero. That's what I did. I'm like, I owe money. Like, oh, fuck it.
Well, yeah, they default. They don't even let you change your you remember you had the itemized deduction you could choose them? I can't do that no more.
That's bullshit.
They automatically put you in a tax bracket, but you still fucking owe. And this bitch, she wants to weaponize the IRS against people, man. She basically wanted to get, if you have anything over a $600 transaction, she wants the feds to get involved in that. Meaning if you send a brother $600 to Cash App to pay rent or get a tire fixed, the fucking IRS want money in that shit, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's where the MOTP technology comes in. Because the blockchain technology, see, everybody likes Bitcoin, but they don't realize that technology has an inverse side.
Bro.
Where it's completely anonymous right now, but they can be the complete opposite, where they can see everything, man. That's what Esau wants. Look, if this thing goes, when this thing goes to crypto, man, or to that digital coin, he gonna be able to see everything, man. All you niggas that got shoebox full of money under your bed, you know, that are selling packs, all right, that shit's gonna be over with, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know how niggas rapping music about selling drugs to Cash App. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a couple years ago. This is back in 2021. I was at a transmission shop, and this Jake went in there with a whole wad of cash. I'm like, hey, brother. I'm like, you know what they gonna do with that money? He said, nah, what? I said, they gonna take that money you got? I'm like, you gonna have to get an RFID chip. He said, nah, I ain't know that. Nigga, what fucking world are you living in, man? It's 2021. They was talking about the chip then. We was on it heavy, and you don't know. So that's gonna catch a lot of people off guard, man. Right. But see, they know that, so what they gonna have to do, they're gonna have to create what they call a black swan event. They gotta make something, they gotta make it physically unbearing for people to live so they can opt into getting it, man. Yeah. Because regardless, it's gonna be chaos. Just off the fact people are losing jobs, losing money, losing revenue. There's gonna be a war behind that shit. So they're gonna appease people by buttering it up and saying, well, look, if you take the MOTB, you're gonna get your debt cleared, you get down payment on the house. They're gonna polish it up to make it sound nice to people, and people gonna buy into it, man. Yeah. You already got people out here that already got the MOTB.
Yep.
Willingly.
Remember they was giving niggas free baseball tickets to take the juice? They was giving niggas free weed to take the juice.
Yeah, give your ass a free
donuts,
a free 3-piece chicken with mild sauce and a side of grapeseed, side of coleslaw, man.
Jay gonna sign up.
Yeah, Jay gonna do that. Oh, we get we get 3 wings on the Kamala. Let's vote for it. And it's got so fucking wild to the point. This bitch, she sent out this nigga Quavo, and then she sent Megan Thee Stallion.
Megan Thee Stallion,
yeah.
You niggas are
dumbass.
Yeah.
You niggas gonna take it, man. He already know. You saw you in 2020 panicking, man. He already know. You people are stupid, man. It really don't take much for these people to go into some wickedness, man.
Well, I got a precept to back you up, brother. Kind of going back on that point. This is Mark 13 and 32. It says, but if that dead now would know it no men, not the angels which are in heaven, neither the son, but the Father. But take ye heed, watch and pray, for ye know not when the time is. For the Son of Man is as a man taking a far journey, who left his house and gave authority to his servants, and to every man his work, and commanded the porter to watch. So watch ye therefore, for ye know not when the master of the house cometh, at evening or at midnight, or at the cock crowing or in the morning. Lest coming suddenly he finds you sleeping. Yep. And what I say unto you, I say unto all, watch.
Yeah, that's right, man. The spirit of watching, that's the spirit you're supposed to be in.
Yes, sir.
And if you're not in that spirit, it don't matter how many precepts you know, how long you've been in the truth. If you lose the spirit of being a soldier in this thing and watching, it's gonna catch you off guard, man. Mm-hmm. The Lord didn't want you. All right, all of these older Israelites that coming back all of a sudden, trying to preach again. Look, you don't have the spirit of a watchman on you, man. So it don't matter how many precepts you know.
What's that guy from Old One West? He tried to pop back up last year.
Kanaf.
Yeah. Keep people.
No. The older dude. The older guy, man. The one that was in the school.
He's trying to set.
Yeah, he was down in Atlanta. Yeah.
Set things
yeah,
straight.
wasn't that Karate? Not Karate.
No,
it's started with C. Not Kazak.
I think it was
Hafiz Kazak or some shit. Yeah. Talking about he's coming back to bring order to Israel, man.
Yes.
Hey, we ain't coming under you, nigga. I'm gonna tell you straightforward. I'm not coming under you. I don't give a damn who you are. I don't respect you as my elders, bro. You ain't been out there.
You're not gonna get the warning, bro.
Yeah.
It's a few more verses.
Yeah, you got
Read
it.
that 11 through 13.
Genesis.
No, 2 Peter.
Second Peter.
It's not.
And then go back to that Genesis, and we're gonna hit Genesis 11.
This is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?
Right, because the Most High looks on the inside, man. You're not going to be saved off how much money is your bank account. You're not going to be saved about how many bitches you done put your dick in, man.
Right.
You're not going to be saved on how many $100,000 cars you done drove. You're going to be saved based off of where's your heart with the Lord, man. Yeah. And what did you do for the Lord? What did you sacrifice, man? Because everybody think this life is about gain. We got to gain this. We got to gain that. I got to get this. I got to get that. But when it comes to the Lord is about sacrifice. What did you give up? Oh, I gave up this. I gave up that. I gave up this. Because remember the parable with the rich man. Rich man said, how do I get into the kingdom of heaven? Both sides set up. He said, give away everything you got, nigga. You see?
That's right, man.
And ultimately goes into if you are the elect.
And your actions, man. What are you doing? What commandments are you keeping? What works are you putting in? Are you following the correct doctrine? Are you following the correct teachers? Because you can't just get the name of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and then think that's all you got to do. You're not trying to keep the law, statutes, commandments at all. You know, you're following false teachers that's teaching you things that's wrong because you want it to fit your life and your agenda and what you want. So you'd rather go follow some false prophets. You know, those, if you're doing those type of things, man, the Lord ain't gonna hear you when you call upon him.
Hey, bro, you made a point earlier about Sister Maybelline, and this is cold. Even Google agree with that concept because the average nigga say they got salvation. Chief, this is Google. I typed in predestination in the Bible. It says predestination is the biblical doctrine that states that God chooses who will be saved and that these choices were made before the world was created. That's a cut right there to the Christian church, man. This is why we preach of the elect. Who's of the elect? Because who's going to be saved is going to be saved regardless, man.
Right.
Like the thief on the cross. Hey, he was being a demon all the way up until he died. He believed in Yahweh Shai, but that was his whole purpose.
Right.
From the beginning, he was already chosen to be saved, man.
Exactly. Just because I buy a Chiefs jersey don't mean I'm on the team.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And conversely, Jeremiah, he was born in it. You know?
Yep.
He had from birth, he was ordained to do what he did. So the Lord can do things both ways, man.
Hey,
Young man.
Ephesians 1 and 4, it says, Yahweh chose us in Yahweh Shai before the foundation of the world. Wait a minute, man. Salvation is already preordained. You just can't come and say, oh, I believe, and all of a sudden you can say, what do you believe in? Do you know the name of the Lord? Do you know the works of the Heavenly Father?
Right.
Do you know this? Do you know the doctrine?
Right.
Because see, the one thing about it is the elect is going to walk in the ways of the Lord regardless, man. Because it was already foretold. Like each and every brother up here, whether we be of the elect or not, Lord, is what we are. It was foretold before you were even created that you was going to be up here doing this work. And this is what them stupid Christians don't understand, man. Because they preach free will. There's no such thing as free will, man.
That's right.
The Lord said that at night he sealed the instructions of men.
Right.
And that he rooted in the kingdom of men. So how the fuck do you have choice as to what you gonna do, man?
Right. Right.
How many of you brothers woke up in the morning and had one thought you was gonna do something and shit went left? It's called, it's out of your hands, nigga. You ain't got no control.
Right.
Right? And it reads, it says, and you go back to that, bro. I'm gonna read it. And it says that we should be holy and blameless before him, but in love he predestined us for adoption to himself as sons through Yahweh Shai, according to the purpose of his will. Before the world began, man, we were already created to be saved, man. This is why the apostles always preach. Those that believe in the Lord would be saved because they understood predestination. So the men that was ultimately destined to get salvation was from the beginning anyway. It wasn't just some on a fly spot where I believe I'm going to get saved. The Lord choosing you to believe is because you were already chosen to believe, man.
Right.
Don't listen to that folly in them churches. No?
Yeah. You dipped in this water, you good.
Yeah, you still on that? Yeah, yes, I'm on that.
This is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 12. Looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens, being on fire, shall be dissolved.
Read that again. Read it slow. Read it slow.
2 Peter chapter 3, verse 12. Looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Most High.
Looking for and hastening the day. You ain't just gonna mark your calendar, oh, I hope the Lord come this day. No.
Right.
Looking for and hastening involves constant attention to what's going on, man. What Apostle Hart say in his video, he said, every morning I wake up and I watch the news. Every morning we get up, what do? We look at YouTube, see what brothers is talking about. Then we check the news for ourselves, see if we can find anything. You know, me personally, I do a Google search, RFID implant. And I look up anything that came out in the past week, past month. See, this is what we call looking for and hastening. Because first of all, you got to understand the prophecies, but then you got to look for the prophecies to come to pass bit by bit. That's why we're looking at Ukraine, we're looking at Israel, you know what I'm saying? We're looking at Russia, because all these things are involved.
And you know something, brother, it's by default that we do this. Now we come so accustomed to it. First, bro, I find myself on YouTube all sometimes I'm like, man, I gotta get off this shit. I gotta do something, I gotta do something outside of the spirit. Bro, it be 6 o'clock, I'm like, I got my shows out the way, I done read, whatever.
Go right to YouTube.
I'm still looking at YouTube videos, spirit like, man, you gotta wind fuck down, but I'm like, I'm gonna miss something, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I got like 100 videos on watch later, bro, and I still ain't got to them shits, bro. I'm like, I got about 100 videos I got to do lessons on, and I ain't cleared the log, man. It's like shit. You can't keep up with the spirit.
I'd be mad as hell. It'd be like a 40-minute video too.
Yeah, man, because you want to eat all that up.
You know, but that spirit, that's been going on for over 2,000 years with the apostles were in that spirit. They were asking the Lord how what it's going to look like. When is this thing going down? That spirit of hate thing has been in the earth for the righteous.
Everybody's checking constantly every day.
Yeah.
On the news, fuck, it's happening, it's
Yeah.
happening,
Yep.
it's happening.
Yep.
Damn, I missed it. Man, how I missed that? Sometimes you get that notification on your phone, this happened. Man, I was just looking for some shit to happen. How did I miss this shit?
Yeah. And we know who's not checking.
These people.
You other camps out there. I work with a guy that look at he with IUIC and shit. And sometimes I talk to him, man. You know, they don't really know what's going on. They're so generic with the prophecies. I don't look at my mind. I'm like, these guys don't know what the fuck is going on here.
Right. How do you not know that?
How you not know? You still believe that the RFID chip or the mark of the beast is sin? Bro, how do you have Christians breaking down this prophecy on the nail on the head? You got Jake in the world that can tell you that the mark of the beast is all right. Get that chip sign, brother. Bro, how you got Jake in the world that understand this better than some of you Israelites out there? You got this guy, this clown, the Quam, Adam Abbott. I call him no Wi-Fi. Clearly the signal ain't getting to the video game. But how the hell you do a 5-hour breakdown on what's supposed to be that and you ain't talking about that, man? Hey, look, man, I'm gonna say this like all you other Israelites that's not, hey, don't fucking come around us when hell break loose, man. Don't shalom us, don't die. Hey, look, nigga, if you ain't teaching the right word, don't come around us, man. Hey, you've been warned. Don't come around us. Don't come around this camp, man. When all hell break loose, the warning is going out now. If we can recognize you and you was on some nigga shit, you don't want to come around us, man. Straight up, bro, because, hey, I'm going to tell you straight forward, the Lord put the spirit on me specifically, you ain't going to like the outcome of that, so don't fucking come around us, man. And I'm saying that through the spirit. Do not come around us. You ain't up here getting the word, don't come around us, man. Because, hey, ain't no fucking 911 in that day. I can't wait till the Lord allow me to slap the spirit out of one of you niggas, man. Because you playing too goddamn much.
Right.
In Van Ashton, you're gonna die, all right? You and your whole family, you're gonna be put to death.
We forget about you.
Bugged out, nigga. Nah,
He got one more. He got one more.
2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 13.
Read 12 again.
12, verse 12. Looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens, being on fire, shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
The elements shall melt, man. So what has the ability to do that? That's how you know the scriptures, man, they're beautiful. They're on point. They speak specific words, man. When you look up a thermonuclear destruction, a bomb, how the atoms work, it literally melts. The heat is so great, it literally melts every single element that's on that periodic table. It says the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Go ahead, bro.
2 Peter 3 and 13. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for a new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness.
That's it. Break that part down.
So basically, what we look for is the kingdom of heaven, man. All right, we already know everything we see before us. Expensive food, as the elders and the apostles say. All right, so what does that mean? We got to stay circumspect. As the brothers went into, we got to stay watching, looking for the prophecies to come to pass. Because we know Yahweh Shai is at the door, man. All right? God, read on.
That's it on that, man. You got a precept?
This is Zechariah 14:12. It says, and this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. It says, their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongues shall consume away in their mouth.
Now, they show you that movie in that Terminator scene. You know? She's holding on to that fence, Sarah Connor, and you can just see all the flesh melting away. That's going to happen to some of you people, man. But some of y'all going to get judged so heavy, right? You might not even fucking die, man. Some of y'all won't even fucking die. You just got to sit there with no hospital, no nothing. And your whole flesh is getting cooked and you're just going to die slow. Off of fucking how many degree burns? What's the highest degree? You got no fucking eyeballs. You can't
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
No clothes on. All your shit just your whole body skin just fucking looking like Freddy Krueger, man.
God.
Creep show.
And you know, we in KC, we know about slow cooking.
Right.
Yeah.
We slow cook a brisket. Most I gonna slow cook y'all motherfuckers. Man.
Right. That's right.
Imagine you still die of famine, you still die of starvation after you get with you.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30, and verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord Yahweh, that take counsel but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin unto sin. That walk down, Salakia, that walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth.
Yeah, and one thing about our people, brothers, you got to understand that Jake has always been openly rebellious towards Yahweh Shai. It's not that they don't see the prophets. It's not that they don't know this. You got a lot of people in this city that knows about the Israelites, bro. A lot of guys that know they Israelites. They would say, yeah, I know I'm of the tribe of Judah, brother. I've been known that. Before you was born, bro. This nigga got a bald head. He wearing all one color. Got a fucking Gen X t-shirt on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the nigga ain't doing nothing, man.
Right.
And you got a lot of these Old Testament clowns out here, man. You know what I'm saying? That adhere to that Old Testament bullshit, man. They sit back on Facebook. What was that guy named Deshaun Washington or Deshaun something Tate or something like that? They called him the general. He got put to death by the Edomite chick. Yeah, the albino cat. He had a big following out here in KC, man. You know, all Facebook Israelites, and yet they never come out to the streets and do the work of the Lord, which is rebellions. But then they call themselves prophets of the Lord.
That dude we cussed out last year, Jeremiah Ben Yahweh.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's Gabar's cousin, man. Yeah, I rebuked his ass like, you nigga. You know, and then you got guys out here that's doing that so-called doing the work, but they ain't doing shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like an Israelite came up to the brother that from Wichita came out here looking for us about a couple of weeks ago, and he ran into fucking Pat. You know what I'm saying? And basically he was trying to discourage him from the camps. Look, man, dude, at the end of the day, the Lord is dealing with us, man, all right? The Lord ain't dealing with you, bro. And I'm gonna just be the one to tell you, the Most High, you a nigga. The Most High's not dealing with you. Because you still got that type of, you still on that type of time. You still don't see the dynamic of this truth, man. This guy asked him, you know Elder Manada Zakbar? He goes, oh yeah, I think I know you. You know what the fuck he's talking about, man. Stop downplaying the Lord's men.
Yeah.
And that's the problem with these niggas in Kansas City, man.
Yeah.
Y'all saw that video, man. That was some bullshit. Talking about we don't know who are in our camps. Hey, I've been on that kick for the last 3 years. I was telling these brothers, look, we got a delegated. Bro, what I tell you when you came up about 2 years ago, what I say? I said that all the brothers out here that's doing the work on their own, you're going to have to report into the main camp. Then I told this brother that. So what do you mean we don't know who's in our groups? We know who's in our groups, but even then, if we didn't, so what? That's their job to announce themselves. We ain't got to go looking for people and pulling them out of that. That's why the order was put out.
Right. And we ain't thirsty for a following either. You ain't gotta join GMS.
Yeah.
And once again, you ain't gotta be in GMS to get salvation.
No, you don't. And that's
Because he
enough.
trying to make it seem like that. Like, if you ain't with us, you ain't gonna make it. That's not
Nah,
true.
that's not true. We never said that you had to be in Great Millstone to get salvation. No, that's not what we saying. We never pushed that. The doctrine is what really matters, but at the same time, if you're gonna be on the Lord's good side, you gotta be in unison with the men that he set up.
Yeah.
Meaning you gotta be,
Same word.
Yeah, you can same word, same mind, same spirit. That's what we saying.
So get two walk together so they be agreed.
Right. Yeah, man. Hey, man. The hell with these dudes, man. Lord, look, man. Look. End of the day, the Most High gonna reveal what, man. All right. But go ahead.
You get the point. This is Isaiah 30:3. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion.
We was wrong for that shit, bro. You gotta order for that.
Yeah. Now go to 1 Corinthians 1 verse 10.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 1 and verse 10. Now I beseech you, brethren,
Speak up loud.
Salaki. This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 1, verse 10. Now I beseech you, brethren, by the name of our Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, that ye all speak the same thing, and that there be no divisions among you, but that ye be perfectly joined together in the same mind and in the same judgment.
Perfectly joined together in the same mind, in the same judgment.
Yeah.
He said that we all speak the same things, man. Regardless of how we feel about each other. That's why they always got a problem with Great Millstone, because they think that we are the police of Israel. Well, 1 Corinthians 1 verse 10 says you gotta police your own people, man. It say mark them which cause divisions, man. So if somebody going out and somebody saying some bullshit, guess what? We gonna do a video, my bro. All right, Shalom. You know, we gonna put your ass on the thumbnail and say this dude causing division. That's how the Lord wanted, man. So if you got a problem with that, you got a problem with Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
That's right.
This is Amos 5 and 10. It says, they hate him that rebuketh and negate, and abhor him that speaketh upright. So a lot of these cats out here, they have true disdain, hate for us. Because in their spirit, they don't like to be corrected. They don't like to be told that they're wrong. They little fucking funky ass pride. That's what it is, man. These bitch ass niggas and women got this funky ass pride, and they feel like they so elevated. How dare you correct them? How dare you throw curses on them? How dare you hate your brother? Hey, curses don't always necessarily mean that we will put you to death. It just be asking for judgment, man.
Man, look, man, if I put a curse on you, I want you to die. Fuck that.
Yep.
I ain't all that old jack. No, if I put a curse on you, I want your ass to get fucked up, man. Straight up, bro. We ain't got to be nice to these people. If these guys don't want to get along with the program, then fuck them.
Right.
We don't owe these niggas a goddamn thing, man.
Right.
All right, we doing the work of the Most High, man. We ain't take no fucking breaks. We ain't take 6 months off for doing only 1 hour. We doing the work, man.
Right.
Got a precept, 1 Corinthians 12, and I'm gonna start at verses. The whole chapter is really good. Well, let's start at verses 20. It says, "But now are they many members, but yet one body? And the eye cannot see into the hand, and I have no need of thee, nor again the head to the feet. Say I have no need of you, because the whole body works in tandem." A schism in the body is when you have a disagreement between body parts, like a cancer. Like if you have a fucked up shoulder, then that means that your body has to compensate in order to get this shoulder to do what it got to do, which takes away from the unison of the body. You in pain. So when you got guys in this thing that don't want to come and do it like, and ultimately, you know, there's a check engine light on, man. And this is why you gotta excommunicate certain guys from the body, man. That's why a lot of guys like, hey, them guys from Mississippi, they ain't out there no more,
Yeah,
man.
they don't.
All them new covenant, all that shit they was talking,
They
coming
don't.
against us. Hey, where they at? You know what I'm saying? Where's Nazariah and them at?
Gone.
Where's the guys from Detroit?
Gone.
You know what I'm saying? All them other guys out here.
Yeah.
And the only ones that's still around is the ones that's talking shit. Because they realize that as long as they can keep us in their mouth, that's what keeps them relevant. But when you start to ignore that shit, they go away. They go away, man. All right? And it says here, but it says, nay, much more those members of the body which seems to be more feeble are necessary. Yeah, like the fingernail. The fingernail protects the fingers from getting infection, man. This is why they say clean your fingernails out. Hey, the knuckles, the bones, the pinky toe and the big toe gives you balance. Without a pinky toe, you can't even walk. You'll be off balance, man. You know? So every minute part of the body is worth something. Even a very small shekel of hair on your head or the beard that you barely got is worth something.
Yeah.
You know, it's doing something.
Yeah.
At least it's doing something. It ain't taking fucking breaks. And it says here, and those members of the body which we think to be less honorable, upon these we bestow more abundant and honorable, because it's the works you don't see. One thing about the Titanic, right? Now, this guy named Andrew, I forgot his last name, but he was like the designer of that. Everybody gave this billionaire motherfucker all the credit because he designed such a beautiful ship. But the people at the bottom of the ship, the one that they kept it going. They kept the fire going, they kept the motor running. The insignificant people, the third class people that died first, they was the most important people of the ship because they kept the motherfucker running, man. You know? So it's the same thing in the body. You younger brothers out there, the brothers that's not getting the hits, you gonna play a vital role when the Lord puts you to the forefront, man. You know, like these stupid ass women in Israel. And I'm gonna call it a spade, man. A lot of these bitches that call themselves Israelites following us, see, they slick. They got husbands, and then some of them, they ain't got dudes. But they try to go after the most popular dude. They think they gonna get the elders and the apostles, but you got brothers out here that literally want wives, man. They may get 1 or 2 views. Is he insignificant because of his content is not popping like that?
Right.
But that brother's gonna be made important, man, because the Lord said the feeble among you will be like David. You see? So everybody's important in this thing, man. And it reads, it says, "In those members of the body which we think to be less honorable, upon these we bestow more abundant honor. And our uncomely parts have more abundant comeliness." Wait, oh yeah, well, you know, this brother speak a certain way, or he ain't that eloquent in speech, he's not that versed in this and that. But wait a minute, it may be uncomely, but the Lord is using that man for a particular purpose, man. You know, like personally, people are bittersweet about this particular camp. We got people that fuck with us, and you got people that just don't despise us, man, because they feel like we too rough. They feel like me as a person, they feel like, and I've read it, they say that confidence, they think I'm arrogant, people think I'm mean, people think I hate people. It's just like, it's a whole group of niggas out there that really want to see us dead.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But then you got people that are like, nah, I fuck with them because they straightforward, they raw.
Right.
We uncomely, man. We different than, you know, we fit in the body, but we're different. We play a different role in this thing, man. We still coming in that, you know, and it's a balance to it, but we still come like the apostles used to come back in 2010. We rough like that, man, because it needs to be that way. Everybody ain't gonna do that. You got Elder Yashawamba and them, they more eloquent in speaking certain things because that's just their lot. You see? But
we have to be, man, because
Yeah.
hey, these people are hard.
yeah,
So we gotta set our forehead against their
Yeah.
forehead. In Kansas City, these fucking niggas are wicked, man.
yeah,
Jenkins wicked as shit out here.
We get it.
And then you got full of these damn KKK Edomites out here, man.
yeah,
So it's very, very aggravating to be in this fucking city, man.
Right.
Everything pisses you off. The fucking dating market is completely trash, worse than the U.S.
yeah.
You know, all these people are proud as all hell. They live for the fucking Kansas City Chiefs, man. That's all that's got going for them here, man.
All you
That's a barbecue.
motherfuckers that got issues with how we teach, come out here and show us things. Because
Yeah.
pretty much, we the only people that's out here consistently
Yeah.
and fervently, man.
For real. Yeah, IUIC, they only going out when they get unity camps. They'll be out today because it feels good,
Yeah,
but
good.
after September, them dudes not coming
Yeah.
out, man.
3 months, we
Yeah.
gonna see who really out
Yeah,
there.
they're part-time Israelites, but we be out here. The cold, hey, they call us snow dummies, man. So you can say what you want to say about us, but we doing the work and we're sincere. You know? But it says here, for our comely parts have no need, but God have tempered the body together, having given more abundant honor to that part which lack, that there should be no schisms in the body, and this is the point, but all that the members should have the same care for one another, man. So if you're gonna take our doctrine and teach it, but do sneak this on the side, then fuck you. You ain't part of us. That doctrine ain't gonna do you no good in the end game because your spirit ain't right.
I got a preset.
This is Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 10. I, the Lord Yahweh, search the heart. I try the reins of men, even giving every man according to his ways and according to the fruit of his doings. So like the brother was saying, if you're not in the right spirit, you're in this sneak dissing thing, it don't matter if you're doing the work. The Lord is literally going to try everybody, man. There's going to be a test every brother has to overcome. And if you out here bullshit, you're just not in the right spirit, you're going to get dealt with accordingly.
Yeah, and going back to the brother, like there's no hatred, no animosity there, because like he even said it. He said there ain't no animosity, but it is animosity on his behalf. I felt that. But on us, it ain't no animosity. You know, we move past it. But at the same time, some things he said wasn't right. So we got to bring the correction.
You know, the way I see it, look, that's between you and the Lord, man.
Yeah.
You know, you can lie to me, whatever. But you gotta work out your own salvation, man.
Yeah.
You can lie to me all you want. The Lord knows if you're sincere or not.
Right.
You know, so you do it at your own risk. You know, I don't take it personally.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
Preset. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 9. It says, two are better than one, because they have a good reward for their labor.
Yep.
For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth. So it ain't good to be in that alone spirit, man.
Yeah.
Don't work out your own salvation the wrong way.
Right.
That you don't need a body, you don't need nobody, you don't need a church, you don't need a camp. Nah, man, you're the wrong spirit. Because everybody's, Satan's gonna fuck with everybody, man. We all get our time periods when we fall. Who do you have that you can call on to lift you up, man? You're not part of the body. It says, for he hath not another to help him up. Again, if two lie together, then they have heat. But how can one be warm alone? And if one prevail against him, two shall withstand him, and a threefold cord is not quickly broken.
And that's why we've been rebuking that. I don't like the camp spirit, man. The camps. These camps is wicked. Which, like I say, you ain't necessarily got to be a part of the camp. But being part of the body itself comes with benefits, man. So even if you're out doing your own thing, at least being connected with brothers, having a rapport with brothers. That way you ain't got to be out here on your own shit. Because like he said, Satan will test you, man.
Right.
We all done been in situations where, hey, brother, I need help. And sometimes you don't want to.
Right.
But the spirit puts you like, man, you better call brothers. Because you know, ain't no way I'm going to get out of this except somebody help me, man.
Yeah, bro.
Right, man.
Hey, your ass be stuck in a ditch somewhere. You need somebody to come pull you out of that bad boy, man. And that's what we saying, because like, you know, resources, because people get the whole concept of camps wrong. You always had camps, churches. Hey, when you go into I think it's in Samuel when it says that Saul was among the prophets, prophesied, that was a camp, a company of prophets. That's just a camp. People get a bad taste about camps because of what they went through, their experience, so they want to spirit venom on the whole thing. Like, let's just say if a brother had an alt with you, they'll just write the whole camp off as being crazy because of you, not knowing that that ain't even what it's about. Men are emotional like that, man. This is why you got niggas bashing camps, because they're experienced, but they ain't gonna tell you how they was being wicked. They ain't gonna tell you how they was going behind your back talking shit, trying to set you up. They ain't gonna tell you about all the envious dealings they done had. They ain't gonna mention that part, you know?
Right. But even the things that's not plainly obvious that you may need help on, because we have older brothers, you know, above us that watch us and see us, and they may see faults that we don't see.
Yeah.
So you may be thinking you cool, but then another brother be like, hey, brother, you might need to tighten this up. You might do X, Y, and Z. You don't see it because you doing your thing. But that's that benefit to have another man over you say, nah, tweak this, tweak that. That way you can grow more, man. We can't do everything. That's what we're trying to say.
Yeah, nah.
This is Ezekiel chapter 37, verse 7. So I prophesied as I was commanded, and as I prophesied, there was a noise, and behold, a shaking, and the bones came together, bone to his bone. So the whole point is the Lord is assembling a body, man. You know, and that's the spirit that you should be in. It's the spirit of camaraderie, man, of doing your part. You don't just put any bone next to any bone, man. You know, there's an order to things, and it's a collective effort, man. That's why that metaphor is there. You know, and it says, and when I beheld them, and when I beheld, lo, the sinews and the flesh came upon them, and skin covered them, but there was no breath in them. Then said he unto me, prophesy unto the wind, prophesy, son of man, say to the wind, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, come from the four winds, hold breath, and breathe upon these slain that they may live. All right, so it's a collection of bones and body parts, man. That's what the Lord set up, you know, and that's the spirit you got to be in, even if you're off on your own somewhere. You know, you got to see yourself as part of a temple, man, something that's a collective group effort. All right?
Yep, that's right, man. Yep. So if y'all out there by yourself today, and you know there's brothers out there true sincere, teaching the correct doctrine, but you ain't going out to link up, you going off, man. You got some brothers that can't help it. Maybe they're in a city where the camp might just be one person at the time. And more's going to be coming in to pretty much all these camps, man. Because especially when these miracles start hit, these judgments start hit, watch these people, watch a big ass crowd come up here when some shit go down in Kansas City, man. When that civil war hit or a bomb go happen, Iran or some shit like that, watch and see, man. You're gonna have believers and non-believers sitting up here wondering what?
Yep.
Your mouth wide open, you know, shocked.
Oh, you know what? We gonna say this to that. Hey, and you know, like I said, man, just a lot of guys ain't right. Like a lot of them, like when we put out the memo that brothers want to come under the order, man, we saw all across the board that guys wasn't really with it. And you know what? I feel like that showed me what I needed to know. Hey, don't come around this shit, hey, cause I don't feel like having to weed through niggas, bro. Like I'm at the point now, like, hey, look, you gotta push your own weight. I'm not gonna sit down with you and baby you and walk you through A, B, and Z. You gotta have this shit already figured out when you come up here, man. We too late in the game to be babysitting niggas, bro. You wanna come up here with your daddy and your mommy issues, take that shit down the street. All right, I'm not gonna pat you on your back. You say it's gonna be okay, brother. Nah, fuck that. Come up here with your shit together, man. We're not hand walking niggas into this. I'm not gonna sit down and make you understand Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Them days are gone. You gotta come up here already being in tune and knowing what don't come at all, man. All right, have your shit together. Be well instructed and be ready to receive the instruction and run with it. Run with it, man. I'm the type of guy, bro, you see, hey, follow my lead. If I leave your ass behind, hey, I'll slow down for you. But hey, if you ain't trying to pick up the pace, I'm walking. I'm not looking back.
Yep.
That's how we lead up here. A lot of guys showed their hand when that order came out. They like, nah, we cool. They're cool. Be easy, because I ain't got time. We ain't got time to be dealing with disrupting niggas. You try to talk to them, they want to argue, they want to say, well, this and this and that. I don't want to do this and that. Look, fuck all that, man. You don't want to be grown, you want to be a child, keep your childish ass over there. All right? Simple. You got something, brother? Go ahead, bro.
It's the book of 2 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 2. And it reads, preach the word, be instant in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine.
Rebuke and exhort. You see, reprove and rebuke, man. That means niggas gotta get cussed out, man. Sit downs gotta be done, man. And guess what? Feelings gonna be hurt. If you in your feelings, if your feelings getting hurt over videos, you weren't in the right spirit to begin with. This truth is about getting cut. You know what I'm saying? The truth is about getting broken down, but it's also about getting built up, man.
Yeah.
But if you so hurt, you so cut over a situation that you can't get over that shit, you in error. Cause that's not how men operate. Cause the women, you do a woman wrong 3 years ago, she got that in her mouth forever, bro. Oh, remember that one time you didn't buy me no popcorn at the movie theater in 2019?
Right.
Shit, a woman will bring us some shit that you did to another bitch. What about when you cheated on your girlfriend 20 years ago? You gonna do that to me too? I'm like, what?
A bitch will have a dream that you cheated on her. She'll wake up mad.
Right. Wake up, smack that.
That's right. That's right,
But the
man.
point is, you can't be that's an effeminate spirit to be in, man.
Yeah.
Holding grudges. You know, when you know brothers mean well, the scriptures tell you not to suffer sin on your brothers. So this is all in that same spirit, man.
Right.
Right.
Proving, man, the Lord is not dealing with any old. He ain't just picking up random gravel rocks off the ground, man. To build a temple.
Right, and that's the point you made, holding grudge when you said brother mean well. Bro, people can look the content and know we mean well all day. Like, these brothers are sincere in this thing, man.
Yeah.
But it's just like, and this is what Jake do. We see it with the scoffer videos all the time. I remember we did a whole 2-hour video. We went in at camp and we offended somebody by calling a nigga woman a bitch. Do you know they watched the whole video to see if we was gonna do some crazy shit like that? Yeah, you like, see, that hour 45 mark, they did this and that. Like, dude, like, he ain't take nothing for the video, but they watched it to know that we was gonna cuss somebody out. That's a bitch ass spirit, man. That's a whole ass spirit, bro.
Right.
Because out of the whole time, we broke it down on why we called her out her name, man. She was completely out of order, and she came against us first. They don't shed light on that part. But you mean well, Jake is not merciful, bro.
Right.
You think, bro, you think Jake will go on the cross and die for you?
No.
Hell nah. Niggas won't even take you a ride. Niggas won't even give you a ride down the street.
Niggas don't even want to buy you.
Niggas are unmerciful, bro. There go Big Bill. There go Bill right there. Oh shit. Yeah. Bill. Hey, that prime zone. That's one of our main scoffers. He chilled out over the years, man, because we put a curse on his ass. And
He said his name Mike or something.
yeah, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the spirit that people, like, you know, they got a spirit on them to really hate us, man. Because he, like, you scoffing that we call that woman a bitch. Yet the bitch that he's dealing with will call him a nigga and do some fuck shit, and he gonna call her a bitch. So that's okay for him to do that, though.
Yeah.
But when a woman come up to us disrespecting us, we supposed to just say, kiss her fucking ass?
Well, you have to understand, brother, the Most High said we're dealing with a hypocritical nation. Jake is full of double standards. I can do to you, but you can't do it to me, man.
Right.
Niggas are hypocrites, man. All right? But this is James 5, and I'm going to start at verses 9. It says, grudge not one against another. Brethren, lest ye be condemned. Behold, the judge standing before the door. And that judge is Yahweh Shai, man. So, you know, if you went through some shit with a brother, yeah, it may rub you the wrong way, and you may not vibe with that particular spirit, but at the end of the day, you know he mean well. This is why if a brother's sincerely out there doing the work, even though I may not vibe with him or I may not like him per se as a person, I hope the best for him because he's sincerely doing the work, you know, and that's what it really is about. Our little petty shit, our little petty differences, that don't mean anything, you know.
That's part of it, man. That's why you got Day of Atonement. That's why we get in the spirit that we get in during Passover, man. Because these little things, they'll keep you out of the kingdom, man. Just a little bit of that leaven. And once you start applying heat to the dough, man,
Right.
and you got a little bit of leaven in there, it's gonna blow the whole thing up. So when the trial comes, y'all true colors gonna show, man. You know? You gotta purge yourself of that thing, man. You gotta examine yourself, spiritual hygiene, man. Make sure I'm not going off, man. Am I in the right spirit? Definitely in the right spirit.
Sit down, bro.
That's a lesson.
Yeah, say that for the middle of the week, bro. That's a lesson, bro.
Because our flesh is trying to win, man. This is the last hurrah. Your flesh is gonna do anything to get the victory ripped from you, man. All right, this is where it gets hard, man. Fuck the analogy of the football players in the fourth quarter, man. The defensive linemen, man. You run out of breath, and you let somebody go through one hole, man. They in the end zone. You know, you just got to hold tight to this thing, man.
That's why we bring out that scripture, let no man take thy crown.
That's right.
And when we break it down, what we say, not even yourself.
Yeah.
Not even yourself, bro.
Right. See, we want to be written in the book of life at the end of the day, man. So all of this personal inner camp, that's low level, man.
But you have Jake out there that don't want to put their flesh in check. Jake want to have their flesh out of control, but still wear the fringes.
Yeah.
That's how you get situations like IURC. You know, we already know that situation. We ain't got to bring it up.
Right.
That's how you get situations like that. That's how you get Hassad in them.
Right.
Because he want to be a proud nigga with fringes. You can't be a proud Israelite, bro. Scriptures say, why is earth and ashes proud, man? We are nothing.
Yeah. But you here with a fucking lineup, and you got the other nigga with a bald head, but we keep the law perfectly, right? Well, the cut on that is if you keep the law perfectly, then you will have a priestly robe on. Because for one thing, a t-shirt is not priestly attire. We ain't had the holy, the high priest. They didn't go up in there in the holies of holies with fucking with V-necks on, bro. They wasn't going in there with the polos on, with fringes on, bro. Bro, you got a lot of. I seen Jakes out here walking around with fringes, man. But yeah, they got wicked ass. Bro, if I see a nigga with fringes on, I don't even say nothing, bro. I'll go through the checkout line. I won't even shalom the nigga. I ain't gonna shalom, up. For what? I already know what spirit he in. He got the damn t-shirt on, man.
It's gonna be some weird ass shit, man. I remember one Jake, man, he was like doing something like this and like this. I'm like, what the fuck is this nigga doing? I don't know what type of singing he had going on, but it's just weird, man.
And I figured out what bothers me about the t-shirt fringes, bro. It's because a t-shirt is like a modern thing, man. You know, so when you see it and you see the fringes at the bottom, it just reminds me in my spirit that these things in the world, man, you know, because you're trying to attach the truth, the thing, the order the Lord told you to wear with modern inventions, you know. For you to double down on that and just be in that spirit and defend it like that, man, it's irritating, man. You know, you can read the scripture, see how the men of the Lord was dressed. You don't have to mingle everything new from the world, you know, with the truth, man. You know.
That's the spirit, man. Cause I ain't even finished typing in this precept. I typed in 2 letters and the exact precept I was looking for popped up.
Read it.
This is Romans 2:29. Says, but he is a Jew, which is one inwardly. And circumcision is that of the heart in the spirit and not in letter, whose praise is not of men but of Yahweh. You always come by and salute, man. You might be a helper.
I never noticed he salute. That's the first time.
Yeah, he always
Yeah, you say what's up.
yeah. He might be one of the helpers from time to time. This is, he's a Jew inwardly, man. So you're supposed to be knowing you're an Israelite, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments within yourself, within your spirit. You don't have to wear something to try to show to everybody else that you are a Jew. Now we out here at the highways and hedges and we got the fringes on because we're commanded to wear this right now.
Right.
But you got to be wise, man. Don't put a target on yourself.
Yeah.
There's no law that's saying that, hey, look, at the time we're living in right now, that you have to have blue doors and fringes on every single thing, including the damn underwear.
You gotta take, bro, when you take a shower, your sponge and your towel gotta have fringes and borders of glue on that shit.
Yeah, right.
You wiping your eyes with a fringe towel. And you got, you know, most guys that's in that spirit is just rebellious anyway, man. Because remember, the scriptures say we will rehearse the righteous act. So when you rehearse something, you're just putting it to practice before the audition, before it comes, you know. In the kingdom, we are gonna walk around with our fringes on. We're gonna have our priestly attire. You know what I'm saying? Because we're gonna keep the law perfect, man. But right now, you know, wearing this representation of the laws, but I know not to commit adultery. I already know that. I don't need this to remind me to not go into your womb. It's simple, bro. That means that the spirit of the Lord is in you, because you fear. Now, if you just a wicked nigga like that nigga from IUIC, he did this, one of these, and then he showed the D pic. He pushed his fringes aside. Probably was showing him in a picture with the D print to another man's woman. You don't fear the Lord. You do that.
Like
No.
he said, like you said, he said these people are hypocrites, man.
Yeah.
That goes to show you, they really pushing that cinnamon. You gotta have your fridge. Did it stop that man from committing adultery?
Hell
No, it
no.
did not, man. Because he was not a Jew inwardly. In his spirit, he didn't really believe in this thing. He just joined a group that had a following. He saw a lot of bitches was flocking to the shit. A lot of bitches drawing over the man that's out there speaking. Oh, I want that type of attention. Yeah, let me get a part of that. I'm gonna get a bunch of bitches doing this. But he ain't too sincere about keeping the law, statutes, commandments, man. None of these motherfucking camps are, man.
Because look, when the missiles come and the ships come, you can't do this to the Lord.
Right.
He ain't looking at that. One thing, the Lord,
I got them on.
yeah.
Hey, but even what you were saying, it even ain't even about being sincere about the law, statutes, commandments. It's really about faith in Yahushua. That's most important. Dudes put the law over Yahushua, man. And that ain't no way to live, bro. Where's room for forgiveness? That's what we're saying.
Now they're starting to call on Jesus, man.
Going backwards, man.
The IUIC cats. You know, now they're starting to just straight up say Jesus. They went from IUIC, Israel United in Christ. They mock, us for teaching the true name of the Lord. And now they're starting to slowly gravitate towards just teaching Jesus, man. So that goes to show, man, the shit that they spew out their mouth, they're not sincere with it, man.
Right. And your whole wardrobe can have fringes on it, man, but the Lord's still gonna look on the inside of you.
Right.
You know? Just because you show up to the club with the right dress code on, that don't mean the bouncer gonna let you in, man. He just be like, "Full." Yeah. Don't give a fuck if you got the right dress code on.
Yeah, nigga.
You know? Cause you gotta have more than that, man. You gotta understand why that law was written. And if you don't have that understanding, and you still a nigga, then guess what? The nuke gonna burn that up too, man.
I got a precept. Y'all had something? Y'all had something?
I'll speak it on here.
Okay. Yeah, this is the book of Romans 3, and I'm gonna start at verses 24. Matter of fact, I started 23, 22, 21. But it says, but now the righteousness of Yahweh without the law is manifested, being witnessed by the law and the prophets. Wait a minute, man. So even the prophets even believed in faith. The prophets did what they did because of faith. The laws are just part of our customs. Okay, which you're supposed to keep the law to the best of your ability. We're not telling you to break it, but the prophets ultimately understood that faith is what kept them in the spirit, man. It wasn't no damn fringes. Okay, because you can wear fringes and you can be fake as hell. But it says, even the righteousness of Yahweh, which is by the faith of Yahweh Shai, unto all and upon all them that believe, for there is no difference. So your faith is equated to you keeping the law to some degree, man. Okay? But it says here, for all have sinned and come short of the glory of the Most High, but being justified freely by his grace through the redemption that is in Yahweh Shai, whom the Most High have set forth to be appropriation through faith in his blood, to declare the righteousness of the remissions of sins that are passed through the forbearance of the Most High. So it's about having faith in the Messiah. Now we went into the whole ordained earlier that only the elect can have true faith. You can profess something all day, but if you still a wicked ass demon, you ain't gonna get saved anyway. Like you got Esau claiming, "Oh, I'm a born again Christian." Look, you Edomites can't be Christian. You so-called white people, you're not part of this. You can't repent. Your destination is slavery, man.
That's right.
All right. You give a fuck how many Bible scriptures you insert.
Vocab, you wasting time.
Yeah, you out of here, vocab, man. Just go, yeah, bro, you wasting time, man. Go do something, bro. But it reads, it says, to declare, I say, at this time, righteousness, that he might be just and be justifier of him which believeth in Yahweh Shai. But what is the boasting then? Is it excluded? By what law or works? Nay, but by the law of faith. There you go, man.
Faith.
So we're not telling you to break the commandments, because with faith, you will keep the commandments to the best of your ability, but you got to understand that it's deeper than the law, man. The law was put in place to keep our, because we went off. You got to tell niggas not to do certain shit. The law is rules, man. You come in my house, take your shoes off. All right? You want to go in the refrigerator, ask. You know, certain things, man. Every man has laws. Same thing in society. You run the red light, you get a ticket. You do that by default because there's penalties for it if you don't do it. But overall, do you understand why not to run that red light? You understand why the law was given? You understand why this man said take his shoes off in the crib? Do you understand these things? And when you understand the reason why, then you begin to apply the spiritual knowledge behind the law, man. It's all we're saying. Got something, brother? Go ahead, bro.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 23, verse 25. And it reads, Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye may clean the outside of the cup and of the platter, but within they are full of extortion and excess.
Yeah.
Worship excess. What they call that nigga the pocket. Came out on IUIC a couple years ago. They was straight up extorting dude, man.
Yep.
Straight up extorting dude, man. They had, I think, what they say they ended up getting this guy to buy a fucking house for somebody.
Yeah,
Some shit,
they were
man.
doing T-shirts out of his crib, and it's like you say, extorting.
Man,
But
that's,
he had a crib where they had it all set up at. From what I remember.
Yeah, hey, a lot of that was going on in the old school too. The apostles brought it out. They said they would be on the oil tables.
Yeah.
They said they made over $1 million on
Say
the
you
oil
do
table.
money.
Bro, they wouldn't pay them guys, man. Bro, if you make $1 million and there's 6 of us in the camp, like why your brothers ain't eating?
Right.
Like, hold on, bro. That's wickedness, man.
Yeah.
I believe at one point, King Marshall fell ill.
Yeah.
They act like they ain't having money to help him out.
They had him riding in the car with no heat.
Yeah, right, man.
But dude come out with a $1,300 pair of boots. But you riding this in a man in a car with no heat in it, man. That y'all profess to be the king, that y'all believe in. That's bullshit.
The Lord gonna kill niggas, man.
Straight up.
How are you gonna have that mentality in the truth, bro?
And that's why a lot of you dudes that's why a lot of you can't come back like Kazak, High Priest Kazak. But I ain't calling him a high priest, that guy from the old school. The Lord ain't accepting your sacrifice, man. The Lord shut the door on you. He shut the door on you, man. That's why, hey, coming up in time, we got to try to deal right among each other, man.
Right.
You got things you're going to disagree with, and you got to analyze things through the spirit, because you don't want just motherfuckers leeching off you either and spewing bullshit, but you got to have that spirit of applying the fruits of the spirit, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you know you got 6 bottles of water and it's 7 of y'all out of there, be courteous and give that other man the other bottle. You just got to go thirsty for 2 hours, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Help a brother with the sign of something. It's the small things that count, man. You know? Go ahead, huh? You got more than that?
Just one more.
Yeah, you got it. We finna shut it down anyway.
Verse 26. Thou blind Pharisee, cleanse first that which is within the cup and platter, that the outside of them may be clean also. That's the point.
Con. So yeah, like the Lord said, hey, make sure if you're gonna look beautiful on the outside, make sure your inside is swept, man.
Yeah.
It's like buying a car. A car can look good, but it may not start up when you get in it. What's the purpose? That's Jake's problem. Jake like nice shit, but they don't clean the inside first. Jake will buy a vehicle off how it look and not how it drive.
Right.
They don't test drive shit.
Yeah.
They don't go take it to the mechanic. Oh, it look good.
Yeah.
Nigga buy a Hellcat with 300,000 miles on it just to ride around the
Yeah.
block to get it
Yeah.
took in the next day.
Hey, these women,
Yeah.
these bitches be looking good, but she on antidepressants, antipsychotic meds,
Yup.
Nuts.
box feel like you walking through a hallway in middle school.
Yeah, and that shit women do. Women go off the outward appearance, man.
Right.
Like a woman, prime example. Women, they deal with you because you got a certain look and a certain aura about you. They don't care about how you
Yeah.
is as a man. They don't,
got
that comes later.
integrity.
Yeah. That comes after she tried to conquer your ass. She looking at you for the clothes you wear, the shoes you wear, the car you drive, how you talk, and basically she's gauging your wallet.
Yeah.
Women can smell money, man. If she think you got money or you look like it, she'll fuck with you.
Yeah. say,
She don't ask questions. You could be Jeffrey Dahmer.
He say, I know you're shining.
Hey, prime example, right? This nigga Ted Bundy. Ted bitches after a while knew he was a serial killer, but they dealt with him because he was charming, and according to consensus, he was handsome to them. They didn't care if this nigga. They wanted to deal with him. Yeah.
I can smell a nigga.
You got a whole real estate business, man. You got them they call flippers, man. The way they make all of their money is by going in and making the house look good. They don't fix the foundation. They don't do the real roof issues. They go in there and they take really good pictures, man. Your stupid ass go in there. You don't want to pay the money for the inspection. You walk your ass in there 6 months later.
But the roof fall, man.
Yeah. You got a big crack running up the wall now.
Hey, that's how them buy here, pay here lots do, man. They'll give an oil change and may put 2 used tires on that bitch, put some tire shine on it, and detail the fuck out of it. And before you know it, you drive off with a
check engine light.
Yeah, transmission go out on your ass, man. Yep. Got precept.
Real quick one. Romans chapter 2, verse 6, verse 2. So like, but we are sure that the judgment of the Most High is according to truth against them which commit such things. And thinkest thou this, O man, that judgest them which do such things, and doest the same, that thou shalt escape the judgment of the Most High? Or despisest thou the riches of his goodness, forbearance, and long-suffering, not knowing that the goodness of the Most High leadeth to repentance? But after thine hardness and impent their heart, treasureth up unto thyself wrath against the day of wrath and revelation of righteousness, judgment against the Most High, judgment of the Most High, who will render to every man according to his deeds. To them who by patience, continuance in well-doing seek for glory and honor and immortality and eternal life. But unto them that are contentious and do not obey the truth, but obey unrighteousness and indignation, tribulation and anguish upon every soul that doeth evil, of the Jew first, and also of the Gentile. So basically, the Lord is going to try every single man. It don't matter what facade you put up. It don't matter how eloquent of a speaker you are. Every man up there and every one of these, we're all going to get tried, man. All right. And if you're not right, you're gonna experience that judgment of the Lord. And the Lord's going to be even angrier with you, man, because you're pretending to be something that you're not. You know.
Sorry.
I know we're trying to shut down. You know,
You
we
good.
loaded with scripture today.
Good.
It's Proverbs chapter 8, verse 17. It says, I love them that love me, and those that seek me early shall find me. Hey, and that's a cut to these Christians, man, because they think God love everybody. You just got to choose Jesus in your heart. No, that ain't true. Scriptures say, I love them who love me. But listen, only the Lord has to put his love inside of you for him to love you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So say, I love them who love me, and those that seek me early shall find me. When is the time to seek the Lord? Now.
Right.
The time to seek the Lord is not when martial law is on the streets.
Right.
The time to seek the Lord is not when when you in line to get to see him. It's too late.
Yeah.
It's too late. You already got the spirit on you to go get that shit, man.
Right.
It say, I love them that love me, and those that seek me early shall find me. It say, riches and honor are with me, yea, durable riches and righteousness. You see, it say, durable riches. Is the FRN, is that a durable rich? No. Is that little credit card they got? Is that durable riches? No, man. We talking about faith. We're talking about belief in Yahushua. These are things that last forever, man.
Right.
They say, riches and honor are with me, yea, durable riches and righteousness. They say, my fruit is better than gold, yea, than fine gold, and my revenue than choice silver. I led in the way of righteousness in the midst of the paths of judgment, that I may cause those that love me to inherit substance, and I will fill their treasures. And that's what's happening right now, man. The Lord is filling our treasures. Because, you know, we got that term spiritual bank account, you know? But every time you get deposits in your spiritual bank account, you grow as a man. You grow as a brother. Don't look at videos from you 2 years ago. look at videos of you now. You're like, damn, I done grown up. Most High done leveled me up, man. But niggas in the world, they deteriorated. You see a nigga 2 years ago, you see a nigga now. Damn, look at Lil Wayne. Look at Lil Wayne from 2008 to now. Nigga go. Just say Proverbs 28:20. I led in the way of righteousness in the midst of the path of justice, that I may cause those that love me to inherit substance, and I will fear their treasures. The Lord possessed me in the beginning of his way, before his works of old. I was set up from everlasting, from the beginning, or ever the earth was, man.
So that proves predestination there. The Lord had put his love in him before. That's the whole moral of the chapter, man. You have to be put in you. You just can't get it just because you want to. That scripture with that was when the Lord said, I've chosen you. You have not chosen me, but I've chosen you to ordain you to bring forth fruit. Right? That's just how it is. All right, but with that, we're going to close out the ball. Bring us 7. All praises and glory honor that's due to Yahweh. Bashim, Shai, Bashim, Kapadash. We get double honor to the elders, the apostles, the great millstone, blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Lord's will you will edify to the next lesson. Shalom and above.